Alright. Hello, everyone.
Okay, let's get going. The next location on my list is really far away.
Hold on, I'm just refreshing the studio page to make sure it actually went live when I said it would. It says it's live. There we go, now it says it's live. Okay, hello everyone. How are you doing? So I was really debating whether or not to stream, but I do want to stream this. I want to stream finishing the rest of the Simulanka event, because it was pretty fun. As I'm gonna tell you, I'm just realizing I've just been feeling really, really burnt out of playing Genshin lately. So my plan is I'm going to stream today, and against my better judgment, we're gonna try doing all of the world quests in Simulanka, and then tomorrow I'm going to stream and we'll do the event gameplay and
job.
possibly watch some of the special program. I don't know. Usually that's the thing, special program is tomorrow, Thursday evening for me, Friday for the rest of the world. Usually the special program is not at a time that is really good for me. 4 or 5 a.m. is not really the best time zone to have the special program be in all the time, but it's okay because this time it won't be. That being said, I'm just feeling very tired. I'm very, I love this game, but I am very much feeling kind of burnt out about it. So I'm sorry if I don't have the amount of energy I usually do for these, or if I don't read aloud all of the dialogue. It is a lot. I encountered this earlier. I dug up a thing and this cube came out and it came over here. Gotta get out of here. No. Alright, well. Anyway though, summer event's always fun. I didn't want to miss it. And I did want to share this experience with all of you. So I decided instead of recording episodes, I'm going to stream it. And we're going to stream as much of this as we can today. A place that can accept me doesn't exist. So where should I go? Oh, okay.
Did someone drop their package?
So I know Simulanka is full of pop culture references, so I'm gonna assume that's one of them. I'm so sorry. I don't understand. The view from here is beautiful though. I mean, this area very much supposed to be like the Musoljin Gorge, right? Sliced in half. Anyway, let's get started with the world quest we kind of got started here, which is the Lighthouse one. Many of the toy soldiers, take those boats far away, and then they need the lighthouse to guide them back. So we're going to help them with that.
Yep.
But yeah, I've been so diligent about checking this game every day since I started playing. Why is it solid now?
Yep.
What does this connect to? It's gotta connect to something. That's what it's here for. But before version 4.8, there was just 1 week I just stopped playing. And it wasn't until I straight up just stopped playing. Oh, I see now. That I realized, wow. It's not so much that I don't like the game or anything. I just feel so tired after playing it every single day for 3 years. 3 years? Yeah, over 3 years. That's not healthy once I kind of internalize that. So I'm kind of glad I took that break. Then, of course, I took the break of the first week of 4.8 as well. I did play the event, and now we're going to do this. I'm going to be away for the next couple of weeks. As Nora's talking about the tree over there, just right preparing in the lab. I saw an enemy too. Could be this person assigned to take care of the tree? Maybe. Okay, let's focus on the quest for a bit right now. Under the tree? I mean, under the tree. Go on the, oh, hang the highest point. Okay, so you want me to go up the tree. But I will do that once I've already gotten my paper airplane. I mean, even if I didn't do this, I've already got the most important parts from this event. I've got Kirara's outfit, I got Frey, Kirara. Ignore the little flower inside for now. Okay, it won't let me go through no matter what. Okay. But let's finish this. I've been coming here to open the treasure chests and use that for the daily commission points. And then I've also, the long-term encounter points, I've been making good use of those. I just used a little bit of resin. Just do some of the ley lines, and then that's enough for daily commissions. If I've spent some days collecting stuff in Simulanka and saving up points. So that's a really great system. I'm glad that they've added that, because that is definitely something they designed to hold on to long-time players who might be a bit tired to check this game in full every single day. Then we can have days where we don't have to do that. We can just do the resin and that's it. Okay, you want me to go up the tree, I presume, to hang that. But yeah, how are all of you doing? Oh, hi Portal Master, how are you doing? Look at the sky. The sky is so beautiful. Highest point. Well, maybe not up here in the, oh god, the highest island. Okay. Chauvin, why are you still angry? Perhaps you really shouldn't have ventured outside. Hello, did you plant this tree? I'd like to hang a lamp on this tree. A lamp? Well, putting one up would be nice. Some warm light might even do Chauvin's mood some good. Might even put us on speaking terms again. Please do lend us a hand then, and if I may lend you one in turn, just say the word and it shall be so. Nice, smooth sailing so far, huh? Let's get this lamp hung up. Let's indeed get this lamp hung up. Now we climb the tree. So that's good. Now we can do that. That should do it. The light should shine far and wide now. Not that anything's happened yet. Wait, of course, maybe those venturers have seen the light already and are on the way back as we speak. I mean, if the light wasn't up before, they probably aren't looking for it, or they don't know where to look for it. So it might take them a bit to adjust to seeing it and then follow it. Won't be instantaneous. Okay, let's see. That's a beautiful view. Oh, nothing's happened. Not a person has returned. Hello, you two. Not to disturb you or anything, but what were you intending to do by hanging that light up again? Long story short, you had to tell Panoel what happened. I see. I've heard about the issue with Asnor and the Lighthouse as well, and this idea is a good one. However, perhaps we could hang it up still higher. I would fly that lamp way up, would you? And how long is Paimon supposed to stay up there, huh? We don't even know what ideal elevation is. It's not like we can take measurements every few meters or something. If only there really was a hook in the sky for us to hang that lamp on. Wait, but isn't there? Hanging the lamp up in the sky, that could perhaps be possible. See, I told you there's a way. I mean, there were stars in the sky that Minnie Duran were able to steal, so that does imply that there was something. Well, we could visually see something that they could hang up from. Please let me finish. This idea of mine may not actually work. The Whispering Isle is not far from here. If a gift is offered unto the goddess on that island, she will grant the supplicant their wish. Oh, that's some island. Righto, so let's take this lamp on over to that Whispering Isle and see what the deal is. That said, I do not know if that goddess still hears our wishes. I've been to that island to offer gifts, but my wishes were not granted. Perhaps something's gone wrong there. What did you wish for? My wish is a simple one, to be friends with Chauvin forever. We used to live here together, taking care of this tree, drinking tea and chatting. Aww. He once set off on a long journey, and when he returned, he was almost unrecognizable. Not that it should have mattered. We were still friends, I thought. We'd understand one another. But he grew stranger and stranger. His days filled with odd mumblings and melancholy. He even rejected all my tea party invitations. I feared that he might no longer want to be my friend, so I made plans to go to the Whispering Isle and make a wish to the goddess. The oldest legend in our village says that originally the goddess greatly favored the brave, so long as a valiant person were to bring her a gift as proof of their courage, she would respond to them. But I feared she would not bestow her favor upon me, so I brought a dragon scale with me. Do you know about the giant dragon that suddenly emerged from the Tortanium mines? Yep, we sure do. We fly into a great many homes and even mashed that mountain. Now adventurers can no longer repair their boats and make tools there, and have to change from whence they embark on their adventures. That mountain is just over there, but nowadays he's as broken as the broken sea itself. We've constantly tried to chase the dragon away and defend our village. Whenever it flew above our village, we would grab chairs, tables, forks, and spoons with which to chase it away. Seems as if you've succeeded thus far. Whatever the case may be, at least that dragon hasn't come back to set fire to the village or roll over or anything like that. Yeah, Mini Duran's no evil dragon. He just wants to be friends with everybody and was too big and smushed everything by accident. Is that so? In that case, his way of showing it is most unexpected. Well, we couldn't understand what he was saying at the time anyway, so all we could do was chase him off. When he left behind a scale. I believed that it could prove my courage, and my neighbors thought so too. And when I put the scale before the statue of the goddess, it began to glow with an awesome light. I thought that this meant the goddess acknowledged my wish and was about to grant it. But Chauvin did not change. He still refused to come out of that pot and remains upset as ever. He even advised me to go adventure and go on a long journey with him. No way am I doing that. Wait, come out of what pot now? That's right. Chauvin is presently a flower in a pot. Oh. I mean, that's pretty alright, isn't it? He can live next to the tree, and I can take care of him, water him, drink tea, and sing for him. But he always says that no matter where he goes, he must be sure of his place, something he learned from venturing. And that pot is his place. Coax and cajole as I might, I can't get him out of that pot. The goddess didn't make my wish come true, and I don't know what the matter is. Sorry for going on and on like that. Must have taken up quite a bit of your time there. The Whispering Isle is that way. Perhaps the goddess will be more willing to hear your wish. Whispering Isle. Panosa, his friend is a potted flower. How do you make friends with that anyway? Well, it looks like in the memory they were a toy figure. Just like them, so... maybe something really did happen. This is a magical world after all. Where is the potted flower? I don't even see it here. I don't even see it here. Can I sit on the chair? No. No, those chairs are just for them. Alright, let's continue onward. I don't know if this was the best way to go about it. But look, it's a statue of the three goddesses. The goddess of creation, the goddess of prophecy, and the goddess of fate. They all get statues here, not just B. Here we go. This should be the Whispering Isle. Guess these statues here are meant to represent the goddess, huh? Oh, it's stars. No, we don't know what to offer to you. Let's take a look around. Okay. Guess we just choose the stars. I love the color palette of Simulanka. These pastel colors. The sparkles. The invisible sparkle bridge. Gentle statue. Offer your weapon bright. Dispel the dense days as light does night. My weapon? Okay.
Ooh, maybe I could curl up inside this box.
I don't think you mean the literal weapon. Alright. Next one. Let's see. Magic thread. Whoa, this one's so long. Oh, almost there, Star.
Wow, I've never seen half the stuff in here before.
All the way around we go. Okay, so I guess I thought those stars were linked to the goddesses, but maybe they are just, you know, hanging out in the same place. And there also happens to be 3 of them, which, you know, could also make sense. Where is this paper airplane? Hello? Is it above? I don't think it's above. Then it's probably below, but where? But where could it be? All these treasures. Am I supposed to be digging up those treasures? A lot of money. Observations. There is a tail. This and below. Huh? Okay. I guess I just needed to have a leap of faith then. I really thought there would be floor under there, but I guess there was not. There was just magic and trust that everything would be okay. Oh my gosh! It's, this was from the Valorian Mirage, right? The choo-choo cart! A familiar-looking choo-choo cart. It seems to stir memories of an unforgettable summer of adventures in a domain. Awesome. It's great. Oh, it's the ravens. A familiar-looking night raven statue. It seems to stir memories of an unforgettable summer of adventures in a castle. Oh my gosh, I really missed that Golden Apple Archipelago with the dreamscape kind of stuff. That was cool. And of course, the Wind Blessed Harpastum. I think that was my first stream, was the event that had these. Or first Genshin stream, yeah. A familiar-looking harpastum. It seems to stir memories of unforgettable summer of island adventures. Whoa. Look at all this stuff.
Ooh, maybe I could curl up inside this box.
Place clockwork. You're not quite sure where this clockwork key came from. Perhaps a citizen of Constellation Metropole secretly stuffed it into your bag. Okay. Oh, that's what the squirrels, those stuff. The squirrels go through there. An inhabitant of the Forest of Blessings secretly stuffed into your bag. Okay, we'll read that in a second. Look. Perhaps a resident of the Broken Sea secretly stuffed it in your bag. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab the paper airplane, of course. Little white snowflake. I'm not gonna read this aloud. I will probably read this more afterwards. I do want to get through the quests today, but this looks like it was one of, what was her letter? M, one of her manuscripts. Awesome. Okay, what happens if I go down here? I was like, am I just gonna fall? They wouldn't let me just fall, right? I guess not. I guess they actually thought that through to make sure I wouldn't do such a thing. How nice of them. Okay, let's see what we have to do. Elegant statue. Here, make the wish you hold so dear, and the reasons for your prayer you must make clear. Okay, so there's only one more, right? This one. This one's holding something. Present all your armor strong that guards your heart lest it go wrong. This should be the dragon scale that Paddle used to wish then, right? It can't be retrieved. Seems like he really did make a wish. Really? Huh, if nothing else, at least we know he did come here to wish before. I mean, that's what he said. 3 statues, and it looks like we're going to offer them 2 more gifts. But what should we offer? Paimon hasn't a clue. Any thoughts? If it should be related to the wish, we should offer that lamp. That makes sense. Esnar's wish is to see this lamp hung high for all to see, right? Well, that just shows it clears armor, but we don't have any clue to where to begin with weapons. Could be a sword, polearm, there's way too many options. Perhaps the 2 gifts we need have to do with dragons. That makes sense. Paimon's dragon skill must have been the armor. That means weapon must also have something to do with dragons. And that might be true enough, but why don't we talk this one out with Mini Durin? Let's head over to the mountain the dragon destroyed first, shall we? Yeah, we're not doing anything sitting around here and thinking. Paimon said the dragon crashed into that mountain and smashed it, right? If we're lucky, we might find some draconic bits and bobs, teeth, horns, or maybe other stuff like that. Oh, no, those sure sound like weapons. Let's go then. Alright, let's go then. The 3 goddess statues up there are pretty huge too. There's an ordinary adventure story. There could be mysterious treasure hidden under the statues or something. No, I think we should take a closer look around. Okay. Oh, well, we already did that, so works for me. I've got no problem taking a little stroll. Settled then. As to whether we're going treasure hunting or weapon finding first, well, that's up to you. Let's see. Go to the titanium mines and search for the dragon. Can anyone give you a push? Of course. Whee! Was it fun? I guess they gave us the gold. Down here. This fissure's huge. Ramming through it must have hurt the dragon a lot. Let's look around carefully. Paimon sure hopes we find something. This is where we just were. We found like that cube thing here. Okay, now we can open that explosive thing, I think. Oh, it does not want me to leave. But I don't know if this is actually where I'm supposed to go or not. The Durin Mountain, yes. Okay, can't go there. There's lots of other explosives here, but oh no. Okay. Let's head back up. Well, I don't know what layer it's on is the problem. Oh, there's an explosive. Okay, we can use that. Oh, sorry. I doubt the quest is over here, but oh, so many layers. Okay, there's another one. I don't think this has to do with the quest we're doing right now, but that's okay. Hey.
Wow,
Treasure.
I've never seen half the stuff in here before.
See, this puzzle, I when I did it, I knew you had to match the one on the other side. There's still that other one, like, at the beginning. The first, like, building block puzzle, like... Oh, come on. The first building block puzzle like that, I still haven't figured out. And I'm insistent that I will. Okay, this probably doesn't have anything to do with the quest either. There's just a lot of stuff in the titanium mines here. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's to put, where? Over here. There you go. I'll deal with that in a second. Yay! I
Did
knew there
someone
would
drop
be
their
treasure.
package?
Okay, so it's actually, the quest marker is actually, oh, it looks like it's down here, but no, I think it's just, I mean, I thought it usually shows like the level the quest is at, even if it doesn't pinpoint exactly where in the area, but there's nothing down there, so I know it's like, search for the weapon? I have a hint. No? Okay. More up. Maybe. Let's go back to the top layer. I mean, all I see here is like this one kid that was really happy to be pushed down the slide. And what else is in the area? All staff, please ensure the goods are arranged in an orderly manner. Okay. Reasonable enough. I mean, this area is very small. Yeah, we have the wall that can be exploded. There's just no explosives on this side. Can I bring the one from over here? Maybe that's it. I gotta bring the one from all the way over here. Because I fixed this, now it'll let me carry it. Whoa, I see. Okay, let me carry it from the other side. There we go.
Hey, watch the packages!
Okay, I'm sorry, Kirara. This looks promising.
Is that a sword? There wouldn't be swords like that. I would just happen to be looking for a weapon.
Well, it looks like a cardboard sword.
Positions! Yeah.
The wind rises. Ah!
Is this it? Uh-oh. I see. We must endure their trials
That's
first.
far enough. Ha! Bow your head.
Here! Yeah.
Behold. Ah! Ja! Ha! Ha! Yeah!
Oh, hello. Are you okay? About that sword. Can we take it now? Oh! Hello. You're so small.
Hey, the swords come out. Guess we got these gophers to thank, huh? This sure is a mysterious place. Got the sword. Okay, so that's well. Aren't you made from that dragon? Your scales are a dragon's armor. Then we could consider horns its weapons. Not that we have any other clues. Let's go back and just offer to that goddess.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, it is from the dragon, so it should be it. A weapon like dragon horn. There we go.
Ooh, maybe I can curl up
Space
inside
Marine.
this box.
Okay. What artifact are we leveling up today? This is a massive collection now. Is anything good? I don't know. Yeah, this could be good. It's funny when the 5 times one happens when it, come on. When it's all when it's capped. Like when it only picks the right amount just to get to the next level. Thank you. Hello. There there's a dog outside. Where's the other one? Okay, goodbye. I guess now we just teleport back to the goddesses. I don't know. I live in an apartment, so it's not my dog. Here, make your wish that you hold so dear. Brickstack's long-range lamp. That's right. Okay, we give her the lamp. Very big lamp. And then, go over here. Was the lamp also part of something related to the dragon as well? Let's see. Well, this certainly is, so. Hey, job well done. Hey, I like that. The colors in the sky. Whoa! Hey, that's our wish. The light is so bright and it's high up in the sky. Exactly what we wanted. The Ventures! They're coming back. Hello! Oh, I guess we're on the boat now, too. Yay! That was quick, though. We put the light in the sky and suddenly... Oh, it's like the moon. But still, they came back very fast once we put a light up. It's like they were just waiting nearby, but like couldn't see. But there doesn't appear to be any fog around. Well, magic works in mysterious ways. Sorry, so it's good to see you. I knew I could trust you and the light that's shone your way. I gave you my word, dear friend, and now you're back. As for the light, however, you have our two guests to thank. Skies above, that was you then. I thought you had been stranded on that island when I saw you on my return trip, which is why I invited you on board. Words fail to describe how thankful I am to you. Had that radiance not reached my ship, I'm sure I would have been utterly lost at sea. Also, what happened to your lighthouse, Esnor? What happened to this place? What exactly did I miss? There was a dragon who wanted to be friends with everybody. Esnor gesticulates wildly. Okay. A dragon crashed into the village and then into a waterfall behind it? That really is a lot. I'm going to have to ask you to give me all the details when you've got time. Well, I have the time right now. I have time anytime, in fact. I've managed to clean up an area. We can have tea and cakes and enjoy the fragrance of flowers while we're at it. Yay! Really? Then that'll be no problem at all. In fact, I've been looking forward to this. I'll show you the new samples I've collected too. You will not believe all the different types of flowers and bugs I've encountered. I shall bring a larger one next time for sure. Next time you leave again, I presume. Do not worry, our time together is lengthy still, Esnar. The time we have now is more than sufficient for me to tell you about all the things I've seen, I assure you. Are you going back out venturing? Yes, I am a venturer. To venture is my calling. Well, that's like us, travelers. We must explore what is out there. Don't go, Razel. Have you not noticed some of your colleagues become strange when they return? They fight about the value of carpets and hats, but not at all about which is more beautiful or intricately made. Don't be angry, Esnar. We can speak about this later. I buy you flower seeds from outside. Ones with contours and colors I'm sure you've never seen before. Yes, dear guest, you too should take some of these marvelous gifts I've obtained from outside. Consider them a token of my gratitude. Oh, thank you. Thank you for lighting the way for my ship, and also for taking care of Esnar. Now that the light illuminates the way, I'm sure other adventurers will also begin returning to the village. I hope they can rest well. After all, they're all many far-off places. I think they mean are. After all, there are many far-off places that await their exploration still.
Hey. Aww. Look at their swing set. No matter how many times, I will not go venturing without you. You're my friend, and I'll never change. I do not dislike you, but I do not enjoy traveling. It is nowhere near as frightening as you imagine. It's just a trip, that's all. The outside world plays host to many flowers that cannot be found in our village, and many people we've never met. Even the shapes of the clouds are different there. Remember the seed I brought you from outside? I can guarantee you've never seen any flower with its shape or color before. It is still a seed now. I'll plant it, and then we'll see. If you're willing to go with me, we might be able to see this flower with our own eyes. Russell, I'm sorry, I have no wish to travel abroad, nor do I want to become like those adventurers. They always fight about the value of carpets. And, okay, yeah. That's good, though, that they are reunited. I'm sure it'll be a filling meal. Outside world, there's no lack of new things to discover. The inside world isn't too bad. Yeah, this place is pretty cool, but so is the outside world. Lots to eat, many fun things to do. You'll get to meet those who work hard to realize their dreams. I believe the outside world to be only conscious of value, to be full of those who wish to wear hats but dare not. Like a cake with various chocolates scattered on top. Every bite's a whole new experience. That's right. Well said, Paimon. Yeah, maybe just think of it as like a vacation, and looks like you already have a well-traveled friend who wants to go with you. That sounds like it'll be lots of fun. Just want to check in on the one over here with the friend who is currently a plant. I didn't talk about Chauvin. I'm really sorry, but it's Chauvin. He's still angry at me and still refuses to come out and speak with me. But the wind and sunlight can't reach him down there. What if he withers? What then? Since we're talking about a potted flower, we can just scoop him up. I've tried, but as long as Chauvin's upset, I can't even get close. He's in such a stormy mood that I nearly got blown away. That's pretty stormy. Check on him. Yeah, let's check on Chauvin. Cavern below this island. If you head this way, I must tidy up this place and find a good place for Chauvin to soak up some sun. I guess I will follow the waterfall. Oh, it's the place we fell down to earlier. Is that right? Let's see. Let's try hard not to fall. Hey, look, it's like these, not crates, what do you call it? But like those blocks. It's like, you know, they put like fruit and stuff on them. What is this?
Squall and Fury.
This is just simply the best way to play this game. Alright, let's see. Oh, treasure. How am I supposed to get there without Wanderer? I guess I gotta know where the hole is and then drop down from above.
The wind rises.
Oh, here we go. Oh, is Chauvin this flower? Oh, you're the flower that we encountered earlier. Now it all makes sense. Listen to us, please. Pando has something to tell you. Fine, I'll listen to what you have to say, but before that, look how shocked the two of you are. I'm sure you're dying to ask, how can a flower speak? Or perhaps, how did you turn into a potted flower? I mean, do people usually ask that? Outside, yes, many. After I return home, no, nobody's asked.
By outside, you mean outside this world?
I've heard that you only became like this after venturing. Well, look who's so well informed. I suppose Panoel must have told you. That's correct, I became like this while I was venturing. To borrow a phrase from that Rosal, this was the change I chose to make.
Paimon gets changed from why turn into a potted flower?
Because you really like plants? No, I just wanted to find my place. I met so many people outside this world. Some were chefs, others florists, others teachers. Almost everyone had found a place that made them feel at ease. That was how they all managed to establish themselves in life. And me, all I could do was venture. I've never thought of finding a stable place for myself. So this flower pot is your place. Exactly, you catch on quick. As a flower in a pot, I'll always have a place that puts me at ease. But since I got myself a pot and a place that belongs to me, why do I still want to go out venturing? People do that all the time, you know. It's nice to have a home to go back to and a place to be when you come back, but it's also great to go traveling. And hey, you're talking to the traveler who travels around all the time, so I'm a venture after all. Without venturing, is there anything else of value I can do? I don't get it. The more of the outside world I see, the less I understand. Between having a place and venturing, which is more important? The more I think about it, the more my head hurts. And when I talk with Pano, I always duck his questions. I'm afraid of misleading him. If he loved venturing, would have hated after seeing me like this? He's my friend and always will be. I must be honest with him, and I've answered all that he has asked, including that the reason I became a flower is so I have a place that would make me feel at ease. Perhaps my answer upset him, or perhaps it's because he doesn't like the way I am now. We are growing apart, but as I am but a potted plant, I cannot go up myself. But it's probably for the best. I'm sure Pano doesn't want to see me anyway. He must be angry with me. No, not true. So they aren't willing to meet. No, he thinks you're angry at him. Alright, time to be friends again. How could I ever think such a thing? I never wanted to see him upset, and even should the corners of his lips twitch downward, my heart should be utterly shattered. Bring me up. Let's bring you up. Off we go. Nice and simple. Here we go. I can put you on here. Do you want to just be on here? No. This is not the place I should be right now. This looks more like it. This looks more like the place. Look, there's even a little notch for you to go in. Sylvan, you've come. Please listen to me. I've never been mad at you and never wanted you to leave you. I was only worried that you didn't want to be friends with me. I know that some adventurers change, and I was worried you had too. I prayed to the goddess, but I couldn't find a good enough gift to offer, so she naturally ignored me. No, such a thing could never happen. I'll always be your friend. I must apologize to you. So focused on my own thoughts, I failed to listen to what you were saying. I assumed you never want to see me again. Well, cleared this up pretty quick.
I thought you'd have some crazy sticky boy was super mad you didn't want to try and understand each other.
At least it's come unstuck now. I thought you definitely used to hold up and they're refusing to come out. But now I can finally share what's in my heart with Panoel. I'm always willing to listen to you, whether you wish to speak of venturing or flower pots. It's all fine by me. Right, dear guests, please take these. I gathered them specially for you. May the goddess bless you that you never argue with your friends and that someone will always be willing to listen to your innermost thoughts. Yeah. Best thing. Thank you.
Did someone drop their package?
I didn't read their text box. Okay. Great. Glad we did that one. And yeah, cleared up some misunderstandings and put a beautiful moon in the sky above Simulanka. Where is it? Actually, the moon was already there. What is the thing we put up? Hold on, the goddess statue's here. Oh, it was the moon. Okay. The light became the moon. I was right. That's great. The Broken Sea is a beautiful area. I know it's broken because the dragon squished everything, but it's okay. Minnie Duran has already apologized. Let's go with Forest of Blessings. Alright, next set of quests. Here we go. The Forest and the Princess. Oh, right, we were gonna compete. We were gonna compete in this thing with this competition with the squirrels, and then hold on, did I do that on stream or did I? Yeah, I think I did. The beginning of this quest. How will I look back on it and see what actually happened? No, we're doing some kind of competition here.
Please wait here a moment. I will introduce the trial for you, as well as a few things that you'll need to watch out for. Her Highness Shirley is a decisive decision maker, huh? Is that the true princess for you?
I declared I accept the trial quite suddenly, but your highness didn't seem particularly surprised. Oh, here we go.
Oh, perhaps my introduction seemed a little too forthcoming. My apologies. In truth, there have been many squirrels who, like you, have suddenly turned up and declared their intention to undergo the trial, so I'm already accustomed to receiving such candidates.
I'm glad you think we're a squirrel.
At least, there were many before that dragon attacked the kingdom.
You said it was to retrieve a relic. Is it being kept somewhere dangerous?
It is indeed. As I mentioned not long ago, a giant dragon passed through our kingdom. We tried our best to drive it away, but before leaving, it trampled both the trial ground and the sacred site where the relic was kept to smithereens. Our original stable trial environment is now very different from the way it used to be. The wind currents have become unpredictable, causing a dramatic increase in the difficulty of some trial stages. After the environment changed so drastically, some candidates, who could have easily passed the first few stages before, now find it even the very first stage too challenging. But from another perspective, the current trial is actually a better test of a candidate's true strength, so it should help us better choose a strong guardian of the kingdom.
Well, I'm pretty strong. Hopefully we can make this work out.
Find one too!
Yay. Although it's really the correct chase, let us get straight to it. Allow me to introduce the child for you. Simply put, I don't know if I'm going to talk in the high-pitched voice the whole time, because I'm pretty tired.
In this trial, the candidate must help their squirrel companion fly in the right direction by guiding them along the wind currents. Don't worry, it isn't complicated. All you have to do is observe the direction of the currents and make decisions accordingly. Of course, you need not worry about the issue of direction. In this kingdom, no wind can stop me from flying wherever I will. Alright, let us begin. Please make sure you're both ready.
We're both ready. Okay. Just follow. Okay. We are helping the Princess Celeste go through the course. Okay, good.
Simple. Looks like we work well together. Your judgments are most precise.
Only Princess Celeste, who possesses immense powers of flight, may go even against the current through the wind passage. Ordinary flying squirrels would be scared off by the flurry of floral fury unleashed. Noted.
Oh my gosh, so cute! So cute!
Okay, let's see. Well, then this should be no trouble at all, right? Where are you going though? Oh my gosh. Okay. I see, but I did not expect that to be what would happen.
Ahead lights the final trial. Prepare yourself.
Let's see. Oh no, I want to do it all at once. Come on, let me do it all at once.
Yep.
Oh, whoops. Oh, I know the problem. No. Come back. There we go. That's what we want first. And I have to jump all the way back to get the squirrel again. Great. Love to see that. I mean, I don't know what else could I have used. Could I have used her to open the flower? I mean, my method worked too. Let's see. Now that we have everything ready, we travel together. Oh, I don't get affected by the wind. That is A-okay. So we will just go over here. Yay!
Your Highness, you're amazing. You flew past so easily. Your ability to judge the wind currents is also remarkable. It seems you are worthy to undergo the trial after all. Let us make haste to the site where the relic is being kept. Hopefully we won't have another run-in with that dragon.
Well, I can confirm we will not. Well, maybe we will, but it will be a friendly run-in this time.
I am a voice, but not life. Huh? What was that? It sounded like someone's voice. Did you hear that?
I definitely heard it, but I had no idea what it meant.
The princess is way ahead. Let's forget about that for now. Catch up with her first.
Let's see. Do I have Raiden Shogun? Yes, I do. Alright, let's go over here. Okay, what is this place? Look at these fountains. Time is uninhabitable, and there is no place to stand within eternity. This is a cool water feature. I don't think they've ever used this before. This is new. They came up with a new water aesthetic water feature at the end of Fontaine. You shut quietly. The door is shut. You can faintly hear something from within. Oh, over here is the dragon footprint. Alright. Let's do it. Oh, I see the dragon footprint because I got squished here. So the relic must have been here and it got squished. This is where the relic was being kept. The footprints are massive. The dragon must be huge. I realized I was supposed to have done all these world quests before finishing the main story, but that's not what happened. So, driving the dragon away, we also drove it in a rage. The dragon is actually... Oh, never mind. Okay, we told the whole story. The dragon is small and cute now.
Can such a thing be? Truly unexpected. At the time, I was too panicked, and so I just gave the order to drive him away. Having the chance to calmly speak with one another, perhaps? Never mind. What's done is done. We must focus on the problem at hand.
Maybe Mini Durin will show up at some point and you guys can be friends, because now you guys are both small and you could be small friends.
Once our problems have been resolved, I shall visit him personally.
Let's focus on the relic. Okay. Just hop and a step away.
According to the kingdom's records, one must pass a trial in order to retrieve the relic. Conversely, if it is taken by someone who has not passed the trial, it will lose its meaning as a relic. Thus, you and I must pass the entire trial to retrieve the true relic. There must be both a trial and a challenger to do so.
Okay. So... No curses. No curses. Let's do it correctly. I was gonna say, like, how am I supposed to do this, though? All the circles are on the ground. But I guess that fixed itself pretty quickly. That was close.
Those fairy flies over there could be of some use.
Okay, can I just use you to wake it up? Yes, I can. Alright, I should have just done that last time then. Okay, let's see. Come on. No, let's do it again. There we go. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yannick's ready you judge the wind currents so accurately. Pure flying squirrels like I am, navigating those...
I can't do a high-pitched voice right now. Navigating those wind currents would pose you no challenge, of that I'm certain. Well, Paimon's a natural when it comes to flying.
Is that so? I'm glad to hear that, because you two are the most guardian-like candidates I've ever seen. Then let us continue. The current wind conditions are just right. No problem. Everything's going great. Your Highness was outstanding too. Your Highness is the only true guardian. That's right. You're definitely looking out for all the squirrels and creatures of the forest. I in fact passed the trial many times before the dragon destroyed the sacred site. How come you didn't take the relic? Unfortunately, the relic has yet to acknowledge me.
Well, why does the relic get to call the shots?
That I do not know. Perhaps it's because I didn't pass the trial.
Sure there aren't hidden stages.
The relic was never lit up for me. But you, not only have you come precisely to our kingdom's hour of need, but your capabilities are undeniable.
Well, let's prove our capabilities then.
Do it. Okay, challenge complete. New challenge. Hello, squirrel friend.
There's a star here. You know, there's cubes. Whenever there's cubes, like floating cubes, there's something mystical going on. I mean, it seems to happen quite a bit. Okay. Stop moving. Oh, it's supposed to be with these two as well. Where am I supposed to stand? Oh, up here. Up here? No, hold on. Oh, do this first. What are you doing, silly flower? Attack button to aim. Okay, the flower is not going to help us here. Just going to have to do this ourselves. So just like this. Just like this is it. Yeah. Good. Okay, so first we open the flower. Then we do this. Come on. Move back. Good. Good, good, good.
It appears we have some uninvited guests.
Remove them from the premises so we can make that happen. Just for you.
For the princess.
This dance is for you.
Squall Fury.
Truly, you both are exceptionally skilled. Something's wrong with the fairy's flowers. I should complete this part on my own.
I mean, I can put them up maybe. If the game would let me. Where'd you go?
Stay vigilant.
Okay. Well, looks like you got that well under control.
Next, we must accept the relic's judgment.
Oh, this little star thing down here is the relic.
We're guardians now, so is this the relic that used to acknowledge new guardians? There's something carved onto it like a line of text. Look, I might have a closer look. Stories follow rules, unfolding in cyclical patterns, but each should follow its own course. Wyman doesn't get it. Do you get it?
It's probably some roundabout way of cheering us on.
Those words have always been there. Even I do not know their origin. I sense they may hold some great significance for the kingdom, but I have yet to grasp their meaning.
My performance, your abilities and judgments are beyond question. Meeting you as this is truly a blessing for our kingdom. The ceremony right away.
You flatter me, Your Highness. I'm fully confident your courage and abilities will have won you the relic's respect.
Alright, let's do it. Let's do it!
Oh, when did you guys get here? Paimon didn't even notice you arrive. We flew over, of course. We were among the best flyers around when we were young, you know. How else would we have been able to serve the princess? Well, never judge a squirrel by its appearance. Well, I never. A visitor turning up at our time of crisis, a guardian emerging from the trials victorious, and the relic in our possession, intact and unharmed. Your Highness, everything is exactly as the legend said. It seems that our kingdom has finally a future to look forward to. We shall find out soon enough. Now, please place your hand upon the relic. Let it light up and proclaim that you are henceforth the guardian of the kingdom.
Has it even lit up at all?
Let Paimon take a look, huh? Maybe it's been there so long that it just can't light up anymore? Kinda like how candles that are lying around too long won't burn very brightly. How could that be? All the details match, yet the relic still. Your Highness, whatever the case, at least the relic is in our hands, even if our guest has failed to be acknowledged by... No. Your Highness? Place the relic to one side. It is my kingdom for which the challengers have come. Therefore, it is I who must acknowledge them. Your Highness, but no ruler of our kingdom has ever taken it upon themselves to acknowledge a guardian. Then let us create a precedent for future rulers to follow. Teddy, Paimon, come forward. As Princess of the Kingdom of Breezes and Bells, I hereby declare that Teddy and Paimon shall henceforth be recognized as the kingdom's paladins of breezes and bells. Way! That is great. We didn't need to be acknowledged by the little star because we have the acknowledgement of our lovely princess. It is my honor, Your Highness. Hooray! A paladin of breezes and bells is such a cool title. Definitely cooler than being just any old guardian. But surely that means we still haven't found our guardian, and if that is so, then we won't be able to fulfill our calling. And if we cannot fulfill our calling, we'll no longer have a future to look forward to, just like the kingdoms that came before us. Fret not, I shall find a way. You have my sword. Shouldst thou require my aid, I am at thy service. My thanks, good paladin. I will indeed need your help. But first, I will need to put the pieces of this puzzle together. After some time has passed, please return to my kingdom to meet me. When the time is nigh, we shall set forth in search of the kingdom's future together. Probably something to do with that door we passed earlier. So I'm sure we'll get
maybe I could
eventually.
curl up inside this box.
Just imagine it's in the dragon's footprint so perfectly. They just squished the relic. Alright, over here we go. First one I have to do is squirrels, so probably the other one has to do with frogs, I'm gonna guess. Look at that, look at these look at the water. You see the lily pad over there? That was so cool. I want to go on that. But that's probably what we have to do. Hello. What is going on? We were not to keep the flying squirrels, please. I would no longer be lonely in the least. Where does she come from? Where does she wear those lovely robes? So, how moving. Yeah. That sounds familiar. This place is full of pop culture references. I just probably missed like 90% of them. Or like a few of them I recognize. That's a reference of some kind. But I don't know where it's from. Unfortunately. Alright, let's see. More rhythm games. Hold on. Hello, all of you watching this movie. The lovely audience here. Oh, this looks like a battle, actually. Oh, this is not a rhythm game. Never mind. It is a duel to the death.
The wind rises.
Fortunately for you, Wanderer is here. I don't even have the bonus from the Imaginarium Theater anymore. It just so happens to be he's so strong.
All eyes on me.
Behold.
Yay, look at them all. Squirrels.
Unnecessary.
Hamsters. These ones are hamsters. Hamsters. And everyone is happy. And look, Constellation Metropole. They did a good job in this world. They have 3 areas, but every time it's like you're looking so far away to get to the next one, and yet it seems pretty close. Well, actually, it's not that close. You have to take a train. Look at all the creatures, though. So happy. All right. Let's continue to save the kingdom. What is this? This looks like an arena of some kind. There's lots of frogs. What is that? Oh, frog. Okay. Guess we're starting here. Well done, my fine hind-legged ladies and gentlemen. Well done indeed. This jumping contest is on.
Fire! Just a moment ago, we saw Estampe the Fearless show his awesome might. With his impressive epic strength, he's made a stable yet distant leap, one worthy of a favorite to take gold. But next up we have the one you've all been waiting for, the unequaled, the unrivaled, the unparalleled. Forobert! Who will emerge as the champion? Who will win the great honor and burden of fetching the princess?
Do you want to fetch the princess? Wait a minute. So the one Princess Celeste was looking for was... that's gotta be a coincidence, right? But if that's the case, then this should save her a whole lot of effort. Guess we've done our duty as the paladins of praises and bells too, huh?
In any case, let's check out the situation first.
That's right. Let's stay focused and keep our eyes peeled.
Before the final round begins, let us take a short break and give our two contestants time to rest. For the time being, the competition venue will be open to you all, so go forth and jump to your heart's content. That is what the Rain Song Pond is here for, after all. Let's do that. The Lotus Leaf and the champion. Talk to the calm paper frog. Hello. The competitors. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, they are all here. I'm sorry, Mr. Orlo, but please don't blame him, sir. Give him a moment to rest. After all, for Robert, I'm sure you need some time to think about how you shall pleasantly surprise us all. Estampe, you're good enough, I think. I'll save it, friend. You will no doubt set a new record in just a moment. Trust me. For now, just rest. You need time. All right, you're right, my friend. I need some time. All right. Let's see. Are you the calm-looking frog? You are the calm-looking frog. Oh, no, you're just the same dialogue as before. Okay. It looks like a jumping arena. This looks like Magikarp Jump, but with frogs. I recently discovered all my pictures and videos from Magikarp Jump. Those were such good times. This is definitely Magikarp Jump, but for frogs.
Squall Fury.
You can go over to the arena. Wow, I can jump just as high as all of you. Amazing. Well, what do you have to say?
Welcome, dear guests. I presume you are also here to watch the competition. Welcome, in any case, to the Rain Song Pond. You have come at the right time, but perhaps also the wrong time. The competition is coming to a close with only the final, result of which is already beyond doubt, left to take place. I'm sure you've heard of Robert and Estampe. They are both leading exponents in the art of jumping, but in my experience, Robert is sure to win. Robert is far better at this than all other paper frogs, and has won countless championships as a result. He is therefore the undisputed favorite. He's the strongest legs, the most agile mind, the most resolute spirit. Most importantly, he constantly seeks to share his know-how with all the other frogs. Yeah, it seems that there's some good sportsman-like banter going on between the frogs over there, so it looks like they support each other even though they're competing. And that is good to see. Estampe is, like me, one of the paper frogs who learned by watching him. We respect, trust, and believe he will once again achieve great success. Before the final begins, I'd like to stay and practice a little longer to prepare for the next round of competitions. If you do not mind, we could practice together. Perhaps you might even come up with some good ideas to help me jump all the better. So after choosing the paper frog who will save the princess, will you still organize these contests? A frog saving a princess. I was suddenly thinking about the princess and the frog. But the frog saves the princess. Does that actually happen in the movie? I don't remember. Kinda. I actually don't think I watched the full Princess and the Frog movie. I saw the ending of it. Anyway. I'm not sure if that's at all relevant to this, other than princess and frog were mentioned in the same sentence. This is not just about rescuing the princess. Most important is the contest itself and what it teaches us. Self-belief, resolve, bravery. Only a paper frog who understands and embodies such virtues will emerge as our champion. Come then, dear guests. Let's see if we can feel the virtue inherent in our contest. Okay. Observe the paper frog's next attempt. I don't know how you're gonna... where you're going or how you're gonna get there. Oh, that's how you're gonna get there. What a terrible collision. I'm sorry, I didn't really see what happened there. Yay, I support you. Let's do it. Over the water spout. Did that work? I'm not exactly sure what that challenge was, but I mean, it works out for me. I'd be willing to recommend you to the organizing committee. The next time we hold this competition, we'll be able to measure ourselves against one another. Still, I shan't take a more time. The final is about to begin. Guess I'll just have to see how good this full Robert guy is. He'll blow your socks off for sure. Still, he did seem a bit nervous when I saw him recently. I know, right? Well, he seemed like he was supporting... He didn't want it to just be, you know, everybody's cheering. Everybody already knows he's the victor. He wants, you know, there to be some competition. He's constantly practicing the most basic moves and then getting annoyed at how he was performing them. Well, I mean, I will take notice of the fact that his name is Faux Robert. Faux Robert, like fake Robert. But I hope that's not a sign of anything. These are the finals. A bit of nerves is to be expected. It's not the type to give in so easily. I won't miss them. I won't. We will not miss them. Alright, talk to the excited paper frog. Okay, well, I can swim, so we're gonna actually go over here and grab the little paper airplane over here. First, how are we doing, by the way, over here? How close are we to maxing out? We only have 25 left in the entire map. We've all of these though, because I've not played any of the challenge, like the non-world quest, like the normal standard, you know, big event gameplay. I'll do that tomorrow. Look at this though, these beautiful lotuses. But they're all like origami lotuses. Wow, look at that. I like that vibe. This is like being in Vanarana again. These big tall trees, this dreamy atmosphere. That would have been a good picture. I should have taken a picture there. Greetings, honored guests. You don't seem like frogs. Nonetheless, welcome to Rainsong Pond. May your legs be limber. Tell me about the competition. As you have seen and heard, this contest is to decide the frog who is best at jumping. Our contestants go through the qualifiers, group matches, and elimination matches, and only those who can make it through all these can reach the finals. It's like the Frog Olympics. That sounds kind of complicated. I mean, it really isn't. It's a tournament structure. The challenge itself is not that like that. It's not complicated at all. Simply step into the arena and clear the challenge before you. The challenges that lie before you. Dear guests, if it suits your fancy, you can also try out the bouncing contest here. This is meant to test the contestant's speed and stability when jumping. But my skills aren't exactly up to par. I can't jump well enough on my own. Would you two be willing to assist me? Oh, I'm not the best at jumping either. I'm a good fly, so she doesn't have much use for jumping. You've got the wrong end of the stick. It's not about being good or not, or whether you need to jump or not. The word contest is the key. It is the spirit of competition itself that keeps us lively and spry. I mean, to a degree, yes. So come, dear guests, you'll be enjoying the bouncing contest too. I guarantee it. I hope so. Alright. But yes, this challenge, this part of the challenge. Okay, where are we going? Come over here first.
I can't activate it. You have to activate it. Okay, here we go. We're almost there. Alright, we got this. You and I'm a frog expert now. This game can be so silly sometimes. Under what other circumstances would I ever be saying I am a frog expert? You know what? I am a frogger expert. I played so much Crossy Road back in the day. And that's basically Frogger.
Yeah.
Therefore, I can be an expert.
This game is pretty fun, don't you think? Paimon wants to give it a try too.
Be my guest.
Paimon can pose as if she's jumping in the air, too, right? You know? It's pretty much the same anyway.
I knew you'd enjoy the bouncing contest, but that was a game. This is way off from a real contest. Only the very best of us could take part in the latter. And this contest will decide who is the best suited to rescue the princess. Oh, it's just so exciting. Oh, sorry, dear guests. My apologies. I just can't help but ramble on about Full Robert. After all, the whole reason we've organized so many contests was to choose the paper frog with the steadiest, furthest, most awe-inspiring jump so that they could go rescue the princess. I just realized this is not like Magikarp jump. Because Magikarp jump, the Magikarps are jumping up in the air. Vertical distance was the goal. Whereas these frogs are trying to do horizontal distance. How far across land can they go? Very different indeed.
There's still some time before the final match begins, so feel free to take a look around. Horolo will use his booming voice to remind us when the competition is about to begin, so listen out for it and make sure you find good seats. And here it is, here it comes. My fine hind-legged ladies and gentlemen, the unparalleled Full Robert steps forward to make his leap, and he jumped 3 lotus leaves and fell in the water. It seems we have a champion. The one who is to welcome our princess is a Stompy! Congratulations to our... no! Mr. Horolo, I protest! This is ridiculous, absurd even. I shall not accept the title of champion in this manner. Goodness gracious, by the morning dew. Come now, you surprised Full Robert in front of all frog kind. Full Robert slipped up, that's all. He is just not in good form, you know. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's... I mean, if this was, you know, the Olympics, you perform your very best on the day of the competition, and you don't really get a do-over. Although they probably should have had more than one attempt for this challenge, you know. So maybe they should have. Anyway, I do think Estampe should also have a chance to go. He shouldn't just, you know... I guess he did go and they just didn't show it. That will not convince me, nor any other paper frogs. Anyway, let's give Full Robert a moment to himself. We'll continue this later. It seems we have guests. Welcome to Rainsong Pond. What can I help you with? What's this competition about? As you can see, it is a jumping contest. Only the most legendary leaper may take the crown, thus earning the great burden of rescuing the princess. This is why we organize so many contests. Do you think it's because he doesn't want to save the princess? I imagine that you saw the frog who just made his leap. That was Full Robert, one of our contestants and the greatest jumper of all the pond. Or he used to be anyway. Sounds pretty cool. Shame though that we missed it all though. I mean, we saw the finale, which was, you know, still probably one of the more important parts. Anyway, you would have done so well too, Paimon. Huh? Why Paimon? Flying doesn't really involve so much bouncing, you know. Flying's faster than jumping. It'll be an easy win for you. I think Paimon would get disqualified in that case, wouldn't you? Wouldn't that be cheating? You're supposed to use your legs to jump. If one was had to take part, it'd have to be you. Still, Paimon's never seen you jump that far before. Except when you're running away from monsters. Oh, you gotta do long jump, right? Long jump? You know, you go running start and then you jump. I mean, you'll get further than if you just jump starting from standing still. In any case, you do well to ask our champion over here for some advice. My apologies, dear guests, and Mr. Horlo as well. But I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm no champion.
But surely, as the Lotus stem stands, according to the rules, you are the champion. I'll be the judge of that, thank you very much. This contest is meant to pick the best of us, the most skilled of jumpers, to go save our princess. This is a matter of honor of all frog kind. I mean, I hate to say it, buddy. Why did you enter the competition if you were not prepared of the possibility of being the champion? If everybody thought that the other guy should have been the champion, nobody else should have entered the contest. And of course, then that would really take away from the spirit of competition. But like, this part here is not sportsmanship, like necessarily to sort of. Anyway. You know, that's all of us do. Who's really that impressive?
Is everything safe I'm true?
That's right, Robert was the best frog in our pond. He could easily bounce all the way across 12 lotus leaves and land on the 13th. And he landed so lightly that the dew upon the leaf would not be disturbed. He could even jump between lotus leaves and misty flowing river and not fall into the water, no matter how fierce the current. I guess he's not in good form right now.
Seems kind of down. He looks super sad and he was leaving just now too.
He's just having a temporary rough patch. That's the only reason he made that mistake. Yeah, but the problem is, in real life, if that means he's not prepared, I mean, if he has moments like that, I mean, I wouldn't say that, you're right, I wouldn't say that by default means he's not qualified to save the princess. Everybody has, you know, off moments they're not feeling their best, but, I mean, to basically say, my opponent wasn't having a good day, he should win the competition, is not exactly sportsmanlike either. You know, that's not how competition works. I mean, and that's also not how saving a princess works either. For sake of the contest and for sake of our calling, I'd like to ask for a rematch. If you deem it necessary, you can consult the opinion of all the other frogs. I'm sure they'll concur. Listen, Estamping, I know you're a capital fellow, sharp-minded and upstanding to boot. But did you not see how full Robert was faring? He left without even attempting to make another leap. I'll speak with him. I've trained together all this time, so I know how he feels. He'll understand. For the love of lotus leaves and lucid dew. All right, I'll go with you to meet full Robert.
We'll come along too. We're really good at encouraging people.
And we're great jumpers too.
Have you been secretly training behind Paimon's back or something?
I'm good at making others jump a long way away. Both humorous and polite. Thanks for your goodwill. All right, let's go. Oh my gosh, look at the froggy statue. Okay, this is just a beautiful location here. It reminds me of like the froggy chair in Animal Crossing, but like a whole place is just for that. Oops, pressed it too many times. How am I on Earth supposed to get up there? Okay.
The wind rises.
Kind paper frog.
We squashed that more froggy flat under the weight of our expectations. We all the time does a frog no good. The tallest lotus head always breaks first, as they say. That is true. I mean, we can't assume anything until we talk to him, but I'd say it's lofty expectations, and also if he wins all the time and there's no competition, that really doesn't go with the spirit of competition, right? I'm not a frog, so like, how am I gonna get up there? You know what I mean? Can I not go up here? I guess I can't.
Behold.
Oh, I see. So, there must surely be a pathway somewhere that I can go.
Squall Fury.
So how are all of you doing on this lovely evening here in Simulanka? I'm glad I get to enjoy it. I'm glad I've made time here to get to enjoy this area before it goes away.
Hello there, my friend. What can we talk about?
He's here. Ah, there you are. The award ceremony is over then. And just the opposite, in fact. Both Monsieur Horlo and I are of the opinion that things are far from over. Indeed, I hereby announce in my capacity as referee that you, Mr. Forrobber, have one more chance to jump. To maintain the fairness of the competition and to fulfill our duty to our calling, you must do a re-jump. Ah, dear Mr. Orlo, I, as a contestant, cite the competition rules pertaining to competitive behavior that may bring harm to oneself and one's tribe. I forfeit my second jump attempt. I do not wish to disappoint everyone again, nor to bring ruin to our calling. This is the only truly responsible course of action.
What a professional answer. He even had the specific clauses handy.
He even gave it a touch of emotional appeal. Alright, looks like playing hardball isn't going to work. Oh, lucent dew and lotus leaves. You haven't left the venue. I don't understand what you mean to say, dear guests. Well, this is the best place from which to watch the competition unfold. If you really wanted to give up, you wouldn't have stayed here. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily true. I think he came up here to reflect on all the days he has spent jumping in this arena. Seems more like it, but I mean, this would be a good place to reflect if he's going through some kind of crisis and just wanting to look back at his life. I mean, this is where most of his life has been. So, but sure, whatever you say.
You see everything that's going on in the long-distance jumping contest from here. If we really had given up and no longer wanted to do anything to do with the contest, why would we stay?
I don't wish to talk about this anymore. I believe I've been clear. Sorry, Estampe and our two guests as well. Well, we probably shouldn't push it then. Guys, I don't know. I think we should just declare the champion right now. I mean, I just don't think he's feeling at his best, too. I mean, I don't think we should make him re-jump, but rather discuss with why he feels he needs to pull out of the competition. And if there's some reason why he doesn't feel comfortable talking about that. Listen to us, would you? Is there anything else I can help you with, dear guest? You saw the terrible state I was in. I admit, I mostly knew you were going to say what you were going to say the moment I saw you arriving with Estampe. My answer is no, and so it always will be. Look at my ankles. They are not ankles that can carry such a heavy burden, not ones that can save a princess. They look like pretty sturdy ankles to me. Good work, Ether.
Yeah, Paimon isn't either.
But I made a mistake. Now I've been making mistakes all along. I'm sorry, you two, but I cannot continue competing. So see, there's a reason he feels like he needs to pull out of the competition. So I think we just need to sort of acknowledge that reasoning.
Don't go, we just want to tell you one last thing.
All frogs make mistakes. They just need to learn from them, that's all. Good guest, you do not understand. I initially believed that mistakes were mere drops of dew that fall upon our heads. Nothing that could truly knock a froggy down. But I was wrong. Perhaps they were never mere drops, but rather more akin to rocks at the bottom of a pond, withered wood stuck into the waterbed, or a vent hidden within the muck. We can overlook them, bury them, step over them, or pretend they don't exist. But they will not rest, my friend. They will await their opportunity for a chance to come back to bite you. I mean, that's not always true. I mean, a lot of us make mistakes. And a lot of us make mistakes as we learn. And if you're willing to learn from your mistakes, to grow from them, then, that's a way to address them. To not bury them away, but say, hey, we've made these mistakes, but we can grow from them in the future. Please go and let me too. I am nothing more than a mere lotus head who has had all its seeds removed. You a light breeze which surged through the many holes in my heart and chilled me to the bone. I cannot take up this great burden. This is the voice in my heart. I will let all frogs down, including myself. You still have a retry, you know.
You got another chance to prove yourself.
I do not wish to taste the bitter pang of failure once more. My legs and my heart cannot.
Wow, this lotus leaf is moving all of a sudden. What's going on?
What? But it should have been fixed in place. Now Now let's move forward. Please stand firm, dear guest. I will steer as best as I can. Lower the water spout. Lower the water spout. Okay. Ah! Oh my gosh, this is like, there's like Disneyland rides that are like that. This, right? The Pirates of the Caribbean ride. That's what I'm thinking of. Whoops, I'm sorry. Ah!
This has gotta be the end.
I've trained here before, so I'm pretty used to it. That's neat. Someone's training. Oh, we're Lotus stopping. Ah, the leaf got knocked away again. Ah! I'm gonna reach the shore for now. No. I can't control it.
Stop freaking out. You're the only one here has any chance of the...
Okay. But that's the thing, you know what? The pressure of competition is real. And, you know, people train specifically to be able to handle that pressure. It's getting faster. Uh-oh, it's really getting faster. Leave it to me, everyone. Hold on tight. We're gonna go off the cliff. Ah! No! Oh, we have the glider. Ah! Whoa! You made it! Look how far you jumped! Would you look at that? For Robert the unyielding, for Robert the bold, he seizes opportunity for the retry and a spectacular leap, spectacular indeed. This is a miracle without precedent. He is the only paper frog to ever leap across this precipice. I knew you had it in you for Robert. I believed in you. The lotus leaf that suddenly started moving, that was your doing, wasn't it? It was something that Mr. Orlo and I came up with together. I apologize, dear guest, for hiding this from you. Well, that was certainly exciting. That was fun. That was like a roller coaster ride. I like when they do roller coaster rides in this game. Any reason to reject the victor's crown? It's a coincidence, a miracle born of circumstances. Just one fluke leap. Well, what they're saying is that you've trained for this, and maybe nerves got to you during the actual competition. But if you were truly in a moment of crisis, you would be able to conjure up that strength. I'm not sure about the overall messaging with this one, but I mean, if it works, it works. I mean, what they're saying is like, this is not at this kind of high level competition. You normally wouldn't have somebody pulling out like that. Like if they had one more shot, even if they did really poorly on the first shot, they would try again and at least can be satisfied with that sort of result. But I think the problem here is because all the other frogs were so excited for him to win that the fact that he didn't was just too much pressure and too many nerves to actually getting to him. But at the same time, if that's the result of the competition, then that's the result. Usually you wouldn't get to fix it, but it looks like you're destined to be the one to save the princess, so I guess that's how we're doing it this time around. The aid of these two guests, I was able to do it at all. We were having fun just drifting alongside you.
We were watching from the sidelines. That big jump was all you.
Our work wasn't in vain.
It would have been a waste to stand by and watch such a brilliant frog give up like that. You love it so much and you trained so hard for so long. It would have been awful if you just given up.
A tragedy for you and frog-kind. Oh, honored guests, truly your hearts are purer than the first drop of morning dew. I am sorry, my friend, to have done you such an injustice. You should have been the winner of that match. Well, he said he didn't want it, so... Ah, come now, you prove that you were the best of us, did you not? Please, listen to me. We have many competitions ahead of us, and I will gladly compete with you 100, 1,000 times more. But this time we must put our best frog forward to fetch the princess. That is our calling, and the future of Rainsong Pond rests upon it. As such, there is no room for error. Do you understand me? I do. Good for Robert. That's wonderful. Well, this all seems to have turned out great. We have ourselves a real champion now, don't we? Next up, our champion should go rescue the princess, and then our calling will be complete. Yep, well, about that princess of yours.
So you said a whole other thing about this princess of yours, fetcher, this best frog, that. Now everything's ready. Do you actually know where the princess is?
Of course. We're about to receive and rescue her, for she lives in a tower made of vines and giant trees. Only the bravest, boldest, most jumpiest of frogs may evade the thorns and deep mist, leading atop the tower to deliver the princess from her cage. I don't know what you mean by from her cage, because she was not even in a cage when we first met her. But you know what? We're here to tag along with the ride, aren't we? Princess, you don't mean the one in the forest, do you? Why does Ether get to talk now?
That's right. We met a princess previously when we went to the Kingdom of Breezes and Bells. She does indeed live in a very tall tower, and she was a child to select guardians. But she can fly herself, so Paimon doesn't really think she needs saving. And she's selecting her own guardians. She doesn't seem to be waiting for anyone. Really? Wonderful. That's wonderful. That said, I didn't expect her to be able to fly. Well, that's wonderful. Then I shan't have to go all the way out there just to mess up such an important task. In any case, I must confess to being a little tired. Having jumped so far, I must rest. Yes, take a healthy rest. That is going to be good for you. Hold, friend, I say hold. Ah, dewdrops above, you shall not escape from this matter. Now we should travel to the kingdom regardless to see what's happening. Oh, come on. He just did a big jump. Let him, sleep, please. This is not healthy for him. If you guys are putting all of these lofty expectations on him and not giving him some kind of mental health break and physical break after he went through all of that. Come on, guys. I'm serious. Yeah, she needs some frog to save her. Estampe for Robert, it seems we must speak to that princess. Yeah, okay, let's just talk things out with her first. That we can do. Please lead the way. Alright, here's where the two quests come together, I presume. Where is it? I saw a mushroom down here. Mushroom! Mushrooms. There they are. We must fight now. I'm sorry. This is the only way. This is our duel. Here we go.
Huh. You even want this?
I assume she went back to her castle. I don't know what she would do. Oh, okay, here we go.
Princess Semesta asks us to come meet her again after some time has passed.
What terrifying footprints. Well, good thing that the dragon is small now. Anyway, down the path we go. Hello. Our froggy friends and squirrel friends get to meet.
So we're all completely stumped.
Well, how come you're all here? Oh, it's you. Such a relief that you've come.
Thank you for coming, my honorable paladin. We did seem to have run into a rather peculiar problem. Peculiar problem? Oh no, don't tell Paimon that the relic hasn't acknowledged Mr. Full Robert either.
Ah, if the problem was only that I hadn't been acknowledged as guardian, that would actually be simpler.
How to put this? Mr. Full Robert is indeed the champion jumper. That much is indisputable. But the trolley pass was Rainsong Pond's jumping contest, and when he was acknowledged as champion, it was a committee that declared him so.
It is true that Her Highness resides in a tall tower, and that in this kingdom does indeed have its own series of arduous trials. But she clearly isn't trapped, much less needs me to jump up and rescue her. And those trials, no matter how good I was at jumping, I'd never be able to pass them. They aren't designed for paper frogs. On paper, you seem the perfect candidate, but the details just didn't work out. Yeah, those hoops are not meant for a frog to jump through. What are we to do if we can't complete our calling?
You keep talking about this calling of yours, and Mr. Full Robert mentioned it too. What exactly is it? If you haven't found the guardian and princess you're looking for, why don't you just keep looking? Even if you don't find them this instant, it's not like this place is going to vanish into thin air.
Our kingdom exists for its calling. It is also the only way we can save it. Likewise, the residents of Rainsong Pond have sacrificed so much and are continuing to sacrifice for that princess who's nowhere to be found. Generation after generation of champions have quietly aged away, all memory of their deeds fading away into oblivion.
Mr. Horlaw has spoken of these brave ones before. Weighed down by the burden of unrealized ambition, they are left with no other choice but to end their days in obscurity. Such a fate is crueler than the fall of a kingdom.
Full Robert, we talked about this before. You said you were going to reconsider, and now our champion will not back down. If I were perched on a lotus leaf and suddenly found myself drifting away with the current, I would do my best to make sure it didn't capsize in the middle of the river. Now that I carry the lotus head bangle, I cannot shirk my duty. This has nothing to do with courage, Mr. Orlo, just duty. Well, that seems to be enough for this case.
My newer Lotus Leaf rafting experience wasn't a complete waste of time.
Spoken like a true champion. If you end up going overboard, you have to call for a snapping. Okay, he's the real champion. All right, let's see. How are we going to find the princess? The champion that will be acknowledged by this star. Cave of Eerie Murmurs. Okay.
After all, what have you succeeded in holding me back? Lighten up. This is the last clue we need to save the kingdom.
Not a single princess has gone into the Cave of Eerie Murmurs has ever come back out again. Well, maybe they're all waiting inside for us to rescue them, and then in that case, we should probably go do something, shouldn't we?
If there's nothing in the Cave of Eerie Murmurs, what does it matter whether I return or not?
The whole kingdom's relying on you. That's pretty important.
But on the other hand, if there really is a clue to the salvation of the kingdom in there, then even if I had to be trapped inside, that wouldn't be such a bad thing, would it?
It might be a little bit if you can't take that secret out of the kingdom. How are you supposed to share it with everybody?
What kind of place is it? Okay, let's see. It's not that ordinary assembly, but it's where princesses of past kingdoms have searched for the answer.
Never seen again. The cave swallowed them alive.
And there's a single flying squirrel that knows, but we'll find out soon enough. I'll bring the relic along with us.
Well, no, we're gonna lose this. We're gonna lose the princess and the relic. It's okay. You know what'll be different this time? Is we're gonna come with you. And our champion frog is gonna come with you. These are probably all things the previous princesses didn't have, which means there's a good chance you will be A-okay. Sound good?
Alright everyone, let's go. Given that one of you is an expert flyer and the other a champion jumper, I trust you'll both be able to keep up with me. Let's go! Oh, Her Highness has flown off already. Let's catch up.
Let's do it. How about the kingdom that failed for the calling? There's not many kingdoms. Guardian of the kingdom vanished. Do you think this is just? Do you think this is just like because this is a storybook and it's just these are the stories of different kingdoms that lived in this area, and they're destined to reach the end at some point anyway? I'm so happy. To save the princess someday. Yeah. See, that's the pressure that Mr. Full Robert was going through. A lot of pressure being the champion. And the role seems to be quite demanding and not as fun. Oh, the lights turn on. Face cooler than that. Yes, that's right. Okay, here we go. The cave we saw earlier.
Didn't the princess take us to the Cave of Eerie Murmurs before?
I'm sure she heard a strange voice over there. Just to let you guys know, us paper frogs aren't very good at jumping in caves. This is a large cave, so you're not going to hit the ceiling.
I might just been hearing things.
I am a voice, but a voice is not life. Interaction is only born of contradictions, and the only interaction is dialogue.
There it is again. Do not fear, these voices will not harm us. They're simply lamenting their own past.
Lamenting the past, are these the princess's voices?
To be precise, both princesses and princes. What they have in common is they are all voices from fallen kingdoms. They came in search of answers but found nothing. All they could do was stay and lament their fate in vain.
You know this place very well. You must have come here many times before.
You show great intuition, as one would expect of a paladin. That is correct. I have come here often since my accession. After all, compared to all those princesses and princes from the past, there's nothing special about me at all. It was wishful thinking indeed for me to imagine that a miracle might suddenly happen and that I'd find our true guardian just like that. But for the sake of my kingdom, I had to keep searching for a way to fulfill my calling. I could not simply stand by and watch it all fade away. So I looked everywhere but found nothing. Finally, I narrowed down my search to the Cave of Eerie Murmurs. But because this cave has never been thoroughly investigated, and so as to not drive Subborn and Sufash or worry or cause their voices to go hoarse, I have never entered the Cave of Eerie Murmurs itself. But now you got paladins and a champion to help you out, so now everything should be fine. I have no choice but to go in. Don't be afraid. Not only do you have super strong Teddy and the champion jumper Mr. Florabber to back you up, but also the seasoned floater Paimon too. At your service, Your Highness. Got your back, I think. We've hopefully got your back. Seriously, caves really aren't designed for jumping in. It's alright, Mr. Champion. We still have plenty of time to prepare. Get in the cave first. Okay, how do we get in the cave first? Try to open the door. This might come in handy. I know, a control pad, right? Okay, so no interactable with the door itself. Oh, hello. Okay, you do that. Oh, so this feature, okay. I thought those things, earlier I said those things looked like they were purely aesthetic. I was wrong. They were actually blocking these hoops. I see what I need to do now. So look at that. Perfect teamwork between our squirrel and frog friends. The door opened? Then come everyone, let us enter. In we go, look at them. So cute. Alright, let's see. Writing. There's writing on this wall. Such a strange vibe. I'm just glad we don't see anything weird. What's that card on the wall there? It looks like a story. What's it about? After setting up the trial herself, the princess awaited her guardian within the kingdom. I think I recall this story from the kingdom's records. In the legend, it said that despite the passing of much time, there came no sign of a guardian, and it seemed that the kingdom's resources would soon run dry. The princess, whose name was Sioya, therefore made a decision to let the kingdom's people fall into a deep slumber and sealed off all its land except the tower, where she alone remained to await the coming of a guardian. Oh, that sounds like the princess that was described in the frog legends. What became of this princess? The guardian that she awaited never came. In the end, she is said to have come to the Cave of Eerie Murmurs alone, then vanished from the world without a trace. It is true that this princess showed great courage, but I cannot say I agree with her approach. As I see it, by deciding to simply wait there while her people slept in blissful ignorance, she consigned her kingdom to an unknown fate. Instead, she should have taken the initiative by calling upon her people to unite as one, seeking out this guardian together. If she had done this, even if all their efforts had been turned out to be in vain, at least she would have known that she had done all she could. Just the last line of the story says, stories follow rules unfolding in cyclical patterns, but each should follow its own course. Your Highness hasn't come to that yet. There's still hope. I still have to get a little carried away. Let's keep searching. Yes, let's keep searching. It's definitely completely different from how Paimon imagined it. Stay in your guard, everyone. Let's proceed closely. I want to fall down there. In fact, this seems to be just more text. Irritating thing is both reasonable and obvious. Okay.
Too slow.
This isn't for saying goodbye. It's so glaringly obvious. Okay. So something was obvious, but what it was is... what we're talking about is not something we know right now. We are at the very end of the map. Lotus leaves and dewdrops. What the... Why has this story been carved on the wall? Oh, what is it? Someone's carved a story here that goes, once upon a time there was a paper frog who wished he had a pair of wings. He prayed to the goddess who told him that if he could jump higher than all the other frogs, he would have his wings. Wait a sec, if he could already jump higher than all the other frogs, why would he need wings? Well, if you have wings, you can stay in the sky. You don't need to just be in the sky momentarily.
You can hover. You can... I mean, look at you, Paimon. You don't have to jump to float around. So, I mean, that's what wings would do. Maybe it's just hyperbole. No, this champion's name is actually recorded in the committee's register. This paper frog, whose name was Sibrelus, once won the championship several times in a row. No frog was his equal. His symbol was a pair of wings made of lotus leaves, so they dubbed him Winged Sibrelus.
7 times in a row? Iron has heard you win the championship many times in a row too, Mr. Phil Robert.
Me? Yes, I won it 7 times, and it stopped by 6. But I'd be no match for this champion. Back in those days, they had to figure it all themselves without any experience to go on. If my generation of frogs had jumped higher than others, it is merely by jumping up from the shoulders of giants.
There he goes again, putting himself down as usual.
So what happened to that champion? This I do not know. According to the committee's records, in the last jumping competition, he never took part in. Cerberus came second. So that means, given he's no longer up to the task of rescuing the princess, Cerberus announced his retirement then and there. He told his friend that the jumping contest could no longer hold any meaning for him, and that he would, unless he rediscovered its meaning someday, he would never again compete. From that day forth, not once was his name ever mentioned in the records of Rainsong Pond. Except for the fact that you read it in the records, which means his memory still lives on. What a time in which the champion simply vanished from the world. Yeah, not promising. Same line. Why does this not keep appearing? Everything goes in circles. Maybe if this is a book with a beginning and an end, then circles is the only way the story gets to continue.
I wonder where it'll lead us in the end.
Okay, this is a challenge. Lots of challenges. All right, this is a test, and a test that we are up to. Let us do it. Okay, you are going to raise water spout. Okay. I'm gonna open that. Okay, let's see. Princess should read the flight more easily now. Indeed. All right, let's see. That was not good. We need to hit this first. Okay. Once we do that, Princess shall go up there. And then we... Look at that. So good.
Indeed, Mr. Champion and my honorable paladin.
Take it and have fun.
I'm just glad I didn't drag you all down. Who's the king of trials now? That's right, this guy. You're so funny, Ether. If only I was a talented deer. No, stop saying that. Look, I know that they put a lot of pressure on you, and it's okay if you're not always feeling confident. But I will tell you, no need to put yourself down that much. I believe in you, and all your companions believe in you too. So there's no need to put yourself down like that in this situation. Plus, it's not really the mindset of the champion mindset, but I mean, he's kind of had to maintain the champion mindset for quite a while, so I understand it's a bit tough. Stories follow rules, unfolding in cyclical patterns, but each should follow its own course. Once upon a time, there was a paper frog who wished he had a pair of wings. He prayed to the goddess, who told him that if he could jump higher than the other frogs, he would have his wings. Long ago, there was a princess who personally set up a trial in the kingdom. She waited and waited and waited. "Oh, guardian, where art thou?"
The paper's talking.
I mean, that's not weird in this world. Another paper frog just like me. Another useless champion, squandered years, and a pair of worthless, withered wings. Wait, surely you can't be. I am an evaporated dewdrop, a pair of wings too weak for flight. The name Sibrelus is no longer one I am fit to bear.
It is a great honor to meet you, Your Highness, Princess Celia. It is an honor to meet you too, Your Highness. You, yet another stranger, another princess. So, Paimon's guessing they're the champion and princess mentioned in the story on the wall?
They just look like two manuscripts. Well, we saw a toy soldier who was a flower earlier, so you know, it just kind of happens sometimes.
It is an honor to meet you both.
I can't do the high-pitched voice. You've resided in this cave for a long time now, so you should know why we are here. Your Highness, have you found an answer you were looking for? Where is the guardian we are looking for? Great champion, where is the princess that us paper frogs are supposed to save? You should go back. There are no answers here, only question after question. No river awaits, and the lotus leaves do not exist for us. The pond has never seen Victory's laurel, nor a princess. The same thing. Cycle and keep waiting, keep waiting. There are no answers here, only question after question. The pen that wrote these pages is not alighted back up on the page, yet the ink of fate is long dried up. Neither the guardian nor the period that marks the end shall appear. Thus it has always been, until now. But each should follow its own course. This is destiny's inexplicable hope. When will the path ahead reveal itself? My resistance sounds too promising.
But why?
No river awaits and the lotus leaves do not exist for us. That makes it sound like the Rainsong Pond is already. Neither the guardian nor the period that marks the end shall appear. So it sounds like their calling will never happen for the kingdom, and for Robert, the contest, the end goal of the contest shall never be achieved. And maybe the story, that's just because, you know, the author of the story is long gone. But just like we've seen repeatedly the theme here in Simulanka, maybe it's time to create your own destinies now. Yeah, before the contest even ends, it seems a bad etiquette indeed. Let's do it. Maybe there is no right answer. Let's see, we need to do flower first. Okay. We have to come all the way around at some point. Go up here. This water spout we must go on top of. Do that. Why? Oh, it did not work. Oh, because we're missing some rings. I was like, what the hell are we supposed to deal with those rings? Move that one down so we can do that and blow the ring back into place. Raise the water spout. That probably will mean that we have to raise the water spout at some point. Okay, now let's give this a good try. Get all of those rings there. Have to wait for this to come back down. There we go. One try. I mean, that was two tries, but one go. Let's see. Past the trials, nothing seems to have happened.
I brought the relic, but it hasn't reacted at all.
What is that we're waiting for? What we are willing to do is wait. All we can do is wait. Meaning lies in waiting. The future lies unknown.
What are we even waiting for?
That's right. The mission here, I think the moral here is we must make our own destinies. Sure, there's this far-off future that seems to be impossible to meet. But now the story is for you guys to create, right? And what a lovely story it will be when you're willing to write it on your own and make it beautiful. Been waiting all this time, so long that it turned into manuscripts. We're echoes with nowhere to return. Existences that do not exist. Unfinished chapters of blank paper. As are you. Hey, don't rope us in with you guys yet. Hold on, we're still figuring stuff out. Stories follow worlds unfolding in cyclical patterns. Each follows its own course.
Hey, you piles of rotten paper! Why do you just keep telling us to wait?
Waiting will get us nowhere.
So that's it. I knew I was in the wrong place. Your Highness Princess Celia, I have my answer. To the rest of you, it is time for us to part ways. Thank you all for everything you've done. Now it's clear to me the answer lies not in the Cave of Eerie Murmurs. When I first arrived, I was afraid I'd have to pay a heavy price to find a way to save the kingdom here. In the end, the Cave of Eerie Murmurs holds nothing more than a pile of old manuscripts deceiving themselves by waiting. It is a great relief to know that hope still lies elsewhere. That's right, that's the spirit. Future lies unknown. Meaning lies in waiting. No, Your Highness. Meaning lies in the unknown. Waiting only leads to waiting. I most certainly will not save the kingdom using such a method. If the guardian does not come, I will go in search of them. If I cannot find them in my kingdom, I will search the rest of the world instead. If they are not to be found in this world, then I shall keep searching beyond it. Even if my kingdom is destined to fall, I wish to witness its final moments when its ending is written. You guys have gone clearly crazy. But that is okay because, well, it's not okay for them, but you know. The story is ours now. No more waiting. We seize our own destinies. After if I could help Your Highness find the guardian, then also interpreted as saving the princess. I am the champion. Even if I do not do it for Rainsong Pond, I must continue to fulfill my duty. If you're willing to do that on behalf of the entire kingdom of breezes and bells, I thank you. As most alright, I will, of course, still have to ask the committee's opinion, especially Orlon and Stomping. As you know, I also need to cause trouble. No, we believe in you. We support you. Believe. What's next? Your Highness, the relic next to you, it's lighting up.
Yay, did we do it? Was the true meeting that we needed to let go of all of those... that we needed to find our own way? Wow. That's so cool. We're flying!
How come the relic suddenly lit up? So that's what each of us follow its own course meant.
We did it! We found out the meaning of all of the prophecies. Found the letter en route.
Oh, it's so beautiful! The view of everything. We should climb back out again and prove her courage.
Thank you for your kindness, Your Highness, but I believe all I proved is I'm not made for competing. Hey, you won so many times.
Your Highness, it's Your Highness, hello!
With a bunch of people and frogs. Do you think she's found the guardian?
The relic is shining up ahead. Our guardian is coming. I fly around without having to worry.
And I mean, the first step that the Princess Celeste took was saying, we are going to be your guardians. I'm not going to wait for the relic to be happy. We're going to start making... Voice that no longer sounds weary. Courage lies in dialogue, survival and returning, meaning and seeking. Yeah, that's right. She already decided we're going to take fate into our own hands.
Hey, the frogs! That's our champion for Robert.
Robert's flying. He's incredible.
Yeah.
Look over here, Mr. Champion. Give us a wave with your champion feet. Bon voyage! Whoa! And this is such a cool scene because it's really just showing us, look at this beautiful world. Look at all of it in all its glory. And it's so lovely. The storybook place. We're back where we started! The tavern! Oh, my leg. If it's still on the ground, I can barely feel it anymore. All 4 of your feet are on the ground, Mr. Champion, and in better condition than the rest of us.
Those princesses of the past, they seem to have left too. I hope they'll never return to the Cave of Eerie Murmurs. There wasn't for nothing after all. With the relic lit up, there's hope for Your Highness's kingdom again. The fact that the relic is lit up means it has found a guardian worthy of acknowledgement. It seems the guardian that the relic was looking for was not a valiant warrior in the usual sense. A true guardian who is worthy of acknowledgement is someone who always follows their heart, someone who pushes forward relentlessly in spite of their fear. It turns out this relic, which we treated like the problem, was actually the answer all along. Those manuscripts are waiting in the cave. They've been waiting for their path to appear, waiting all this time, but waiting only leads to more waiting. No one can find a solution to your problem by simply searching within the problem itself. Like, you wouldn't be able to pick a leaf from a tree if you were standing on the leaf itself. Your Highness and Mr. Robert were there, though. Now the relic is lit up and we found our guardian. Doesn't that mean the problem's solved, Your Highness? Well, you could say that, but I haven't managed to figure out why it lit up. Looks like Saborn and Sufash will be doing some more research for me. Now that the guardians have been chosen, doesn't that mean the relic's trials lost its meaning too? It's a shame to tear it all down and still have another go or two. No, I will keep the trial in place, but it will not be used to train guardians rather than to choose them. If every flying squirrel were to become a guardian someday, then no matter what difficulties the Kingdom of Breezes and Bells faced, we could overcome them together. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Just a pity that the relic refused to light up sooner and that Saborn and Sufash stood in my way. Now that I've been acknowledged by the relic, I shall do whatever I wish. You go do that. That's why you're the princess, Your Highness. No. Her Highness's title should now be Guardian Princess of the Kingdom of Breezes and Bells. Took part in the training of your kingdom? You're really up for anything now, huh? No, didn't you hear the sound just now? That voice I was speaking? This is a trial you must face. To serve the Princess Semest and fulfill your calling. No, but that sounds like a good idea. It is the same as the voice of the manuscript that claimed to be Cerberus in the Cave of Eerie Murmurs. Surely the great champion himself doesn't actually believe I can fulfill Rainsong Pond's calling, but Princess Semest doesn't need me to save her. If anything, I'm the one who needs her help. So you told him you can do it? No, I didn't. Or rather, he had no intention of hearing my opinion anyway. But seeing as it's for the calling of Rainsong Pond, what choice do I have? The trial! Travel far away in the future. Onto any place in this world. Okay, you'll have to train harder from now on. Thank you for your help. There's still so many mysteries. Why did we need to find a guardian, and why would the kingdom fall into decay by itself? And why would the Rainsong Pond have such a calling? But at least the kingdom has been saved, so I have more time to contemplate these questions. The manuscripts in the Cave of Eerie Murmurs seem to be related to the story we heard before. The legend that Nilu told us about the goddess of fate who used ink to compose her stories. Do you know something about all this? Well, it's long and complicated. Well, actually, it's not that long and complicated a story. You tell Princess Semest and Robert the story of the goddess of fate. So, basically everything we've been through is a story written by the goddess of fate. Alright, now that we've become characters in the story, but seeing as the goddess wrote us in, why did she give us an ending? First those poor souls in the caves and now us. We've all been through so much. Well, as we've seen, it is because the goddesses don't want to chain you guys down to whatever they write. They believe you guys can still make your own ending and even change it. Just like how Durin, did not end up becoming a big scary dragon who died on a mountain this time. Instead, he gets to be a cute small dragon and go on all the adventures he wished he could have in real life. So, that's what you guys get to do too now. So that must mean it was also the goddess of fate who came up with that line. That's right. I need some time to think about these matters deeply. My loyal paladin, please take these gifts as a token of my gratitude. Please come back and visit. I will. Yay! Luxurious chest.
Unnecessary.
No, very necessary. We did it! So not only Mini Durin, but also the princess and the champion frog also have their own stories to write now too. Should we go check on them? I'm kind of tired. We still have to do this quest. I will probably check on them maybe tomorrow or maybe on my own time. Let's see. Hello there, Kirara.
So, are you all set? Ready to start investigating?
Yes, thank you for letting me rest my voice. We're all good.
Great! Let's go!
Let's go! What are we investigating again? She told us what she was investigating
I've
before.
delivered packages all over, but I've never seen a mysterious fairy tale world like this before.
I know, right? Me neither. We've been to
Looks like
pretty
nobody
interesting
has gotten
places,
around to
though.
repairing this house yet.
Like the Valerian Mirage, the
Even I
Golden
wouldn't dare to sleep
Archipelago.
in there. It might suddenly collapse in on you.
Where are you going?
Nothing to see here either. Maybe we can find someone to ask? Aha! Over there! I bet we'll find some people there. Let's go take a look.
I love that I love that idle animation. Let's go, Kirara! After we didn't see much of Kirara during the main quest, but she did show up. But it's mostly because she was waiting for us here.
I was sure
let's
there'd
do
be
it.
people here.
There once was a goddess who ruled over fate. Before she died, she left 3 riddles for the kingdom she had created.
What? Who said that?
Who said that? It was so echoey.
Long story short, on this day, a sentient feline, an outlander, and a diminutive pixie arrived on the scene. They saw a narrow path off to the side.
Okay, but which side?
Yeah, if you gave ambiguous instructions like that to a Komania Express courier, they'd give you the parcel right back and tell you to write the delivery address more clearly.
I think they're just
Despite
narrating what
how
you're doing right
obvious
now.
the answer was, the perplexed pixie and the flummoxed feline struggled to work it out. Although, perhaps a small part of the blame could be attributed to my dull narration.
Maybe.
Right, let's try this again. The path on the left-hand side seemed to give off an enticing fragrance, as if to say, this is the way to wealth and glory.
Okay, this is the way to wealth and glory.
Sounds like the start of a good story. Then what? Then what?
Then we have to do what they're saying. This narrator
At the
is
end of the
narrating
path, the motley
in
crew
real
would soon
time.
spot a secret stone room. A prophecy had once foretold of a marquis who shall one day venture inside, and thus it is named the future marquis's abode to be. Are you sure you don't want to hear the rest?
I mean, this is where you're telling me to
I'll
go,
keep this
right?
brief.
Oh, sorry.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, it was too fast.
All right. I'm sorry for resorting to extreme measures, but I'm trying to help here. Don't worry, the fencing will disappear as soon as I'm done talking.
Thank
So
you.
there's some sort of fence-spawning yokai?
I'll keep this brief. Firstly, the place ahead of you is a secret room whose purpose, per the legends, is to await the arrival of a certain marquis. For that reason, it's called the future marquis's abode to be. Secondly, when you get inside, don't sit on the chair in the center, or bad things will happen. There, that's all. Off you go.
That is so funny that they knew we would be able to walk faster than the narrator could talk, and that they literally had to put a cut in to put a fence there and be like, sorry, let me finish talking, please. That needs to happen more. That needs to happen more in this game, where the NPC is like, stop moving, let me finish first. And you know what? That would actually help with the problem of the text disappearing and not having enough time to read it. That was hilarious. I love that. Okay, well, he said not to sit in the chair.
So many summers, winters, springs, and falls, and now at last a hero hither strides.
This realm knows not what lies beyond its walls. Its secrets mystify the world outside.
Wait, new voices. Who are they?
It seems we appear to be in some kind of story or play, and a lot of people there are acting it out. I love this underutilized sparkly water effect. It was in Enkanomiya, it was in King Deshret's mausoleum. I love these sparkly waters so much. Okay, alright, let's see. They said not to sit on the chair, so I mean...
With wood and earthenware strewn all around, the demon feline's fury can't be quelled. Reducing them to rubble on the ground, she finds the vessel's vacant save for... air?
She finds long gone the gems that once they held.
Are they describing how we broke the boxes and jars?
Yes, they are.
Who are you calling demon feline?
This is so funny. This is the first quest that is so fourth wall breaking in its self-awareness. Okay. 3 tribes form this patch this fourth that people should harm one another no more. No more glue each other's breakfasts, pickaxes, growth serums. And we acknowledge that the truth has been determined by the great clockwork key. The future Marquis about to be awaiting the Marquis of Carabas, who will foretold to pluck the great clockwork key. But no more glue. It does far much harm and is utterly inhumane. Okay.
Captivated by the
Well, it
epic
seems they put
poetry
glue on
and
one of the chairs.
enthralled
That was
by the
not kind of them.
outstanding storytelling, the Outlanders knew what their next objective was.
I don't know why you would ever do that on
The
purpose,
poem.
but
We have a situation. Something's up with this person.
I mean, I don't have my part of the
Are
script.
you alright?
I don't have my part of the script, so I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not. Well, it turns out there's glue. I know it was neon orange, bright, glowing, but I'm sorry, I couldn't help but sit in a puddle of glue. Because that's the silly things we do as Ether, don't we? Glue's holding you firmly in place.
Come on, you can do it. This can't be how our story ends.
Oh no, our great adventure to travel the 7 nations of Tibet and all other worlds and find our sibling will end because we got crazy glued. We got craggled to the chair. Try to stand up. And to partially unstick yourself. The issue isn't that you break free. It's more that you don't want to tear your clothes off in the process. They mean a lot to you. Plus, I don't think you want that part of your clothes to get stuck there.
Can I give you a hand or a tail, even?
Ether, I'm sorry. There's a pretty simple solution, but I don't think you really want to lose your pants, so... Finally free yourself and stand up. Clothes intact, but sticky, probably. Good thing.
Namely, to remove the clockwork key from the raised platform up ahead.
Cafe, I just realized you said we all had to speak like bards, but every time you open up your mouth, I don't hear any rhyme.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's one standard for us and another for you. That's not fair, Cafe.
Okay, but even though I was able to get myself unstuck, there should still be glue on the chair and on my bottom too, right? But no, it is magical glue. Now that we have freed the curse of the glue, the glue shall be a problem no longer.
With wood and earthenware strewn all around, the
Yeah,
demon
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to
feline
interrupt you this
fury
time.
can't be quelled, reducing them to rubble on the ground.
No, you don't. I wrote that line.
Oh,
Don't start
it's
playing
slightly
like
different
just
this
because you
time.
can't take a bit of criticism.
Look, let's not put form over content here.
Strong as stone, firm as steel. The Outlander pulls, but it does not yield.
Does not
This
yield.
has happened many times before, but this time is different. A thought enters the Outlander's mind. Attack! Attack! First weaken the structure,
Yawns.
then seize the treasure.
Attack, attack, seize the treasure, I think to myself.
The attack now over. Only one final step remains.
Now it is the time to seize the key.
Now it came
But
up.
alas, as was the case for all those who had come before, the key still did not move an inch. Wait, what? They got it out?
Yes! Finally! Come on, move your butts and your lights, assuming they're still in working order. It's showtime!
It's
No hard
showtime.
feelings about your lack of poetic contributions?
Oh, let it go!
Hello, friends. Tell me what this is all about.
Welcome, esteemed and noble Outlander. Allow us to introduce ourselves.
We represent the 3 great clans of this realm, having been selected as its authorized historical supervisors.
Hello,
Our
nice
purpose
to meet
being
you.
to await the arrival of one such as yourselves, who shall remove the clockwork key.
My name is...
You're Cape, he's Albizzi, and that's Bobarano, right?
ABC.
You've done so much talking that we can already tell you apart by your voices.
Aren't we missing someone, though? The guy who led us here to begin with?
Yeah, the narrator.
And thus was born the long-awaited fellowship, destined to uncover the truth of the past. Allow me to quote, if I may, in the history of Constellation Metropole, a new page has begun.
Him.
Well, there's no fourth person, so which of you is the ventriloquist? Come on.
I did think one of them, their voices sounded like the
never
narrator.
heard
I
that
thought it
voice
was
before.
Capet.
But he sounds like he'd be good at reading bedtime stories to children.
Well, whoever it is, I don't know and I don't care. Forget about him. We have far more important things to focus on. Like, where our journey goes from here.
That key you hold is the pivot point about which the past and present of the Metropole revolve. However, between our three clans, there is some dispute over the historical
This is like the
record.
Diamond Clan and the
Each
Pearl
clan has
Clan.
its own version
Who
of
is the
history,
real
detailing
Almighty
the clan's
Sinnoh?
origins and the tale of the dragon of old. And unfortunately, we don't know which one is the truth.
Dragon? You mean the one that's been acting up recently?
That we've already helped
No,
out
no, no,
dealing
no, not
with.
that one, you adorable little pixie.
Oh,
When I
okay.
say
Different
of
dragon,
old,
different dragon.
He means a dragon that would be really, really old if it was still with us today, but it was defeated in ancient times. The new one has nothing to do with our clan history.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Anyway, so you've been waiting for someone to remove the key so you can finally explore the truth of the past?
Not just explore it, but argue incessantly about it. Honestly, I don't care that much. Cape's the one who's always bothering us about it.
What we need to figure out is who resolved the dragon crisis. We
The
have to
old
know
dragon
that before
crisis,
we
not
can
the new
decide
dragon
which
crisis,
is
which
the
we helped to
supreme clan.
resolve.
The moment you removed the key from where it was lodged, you became the honorary Marquis. We humbly beseech you, noble Outlander.
You can call me Teddy.
Noble Traveler Marquis, we ask you to
Noble
help
Traveler?
us. You and
This
your...
is Noble Marquis. Anyway.
Your talking Puss in Boots and the pale floating pixie.
Puss in Boots? Are you serious? It's better
Hey, they said Puss in
feline,
Boots.
but still.
Embrace it, my friend, embrace it. Most cats don't wear boots or speak, do they?
I'm not even a cat. I'm a Nekomata. Now that you know the word, I expect you to use it.
Please allow me to lead you all to a sacred memorial site. It will be much easier to explain what needs to be done once we are there.
Capet leads the party to the so-called sacred memorial site.
This place is sacred to my clan.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
where
it
our
looks like it got
brave
squished by the
forefathers
dragon.
once took up arms against the dragon of old. After a bitter battle that dragged on for many days and nights, finally,
Well, maybe this
our
is an old
forefathers
dragon,
fought the
though.
dragon into
Left
submission,
this ancient
and it
footprint.
fled. They took turns, though. Some forefathers worked the day shift, while others worked the night shift.
So not like the relic over in the forest, where that was a recent dragon footprint. This appears to be, not as fresh then, according to your story. So they worked shifts while the poor dragon had to work around the clock? That sounds pretty mean. No wonder he is, not happy.
So they say. It's just a legend, though.
Wait a
No
second.
breaks, no...
Did I just
breaks
hear
at
you
all?
admit that your clan's history is just a legend?
History, legend, who cares? My clan was definitely courageous, that's the point.
And then I guess they
That's
do
the
not
truth.
have... They all
And isn't
have
the truth
arguing
what we've all
accounts.
been arguing about non-stop for all these years?
Capet's words gave the traveler food for thought. Could it be
Food
that
for
the
thought.
truth
Yep, that's
in a
right.
fictional world is equivalent to fiction in the real world?
True.
But that would have to wait. Apparently, Capet was not alone in his pilgrimage to this sacred site. Unwanted company had arrived.
Like I said, extreme self-awareness of breaking the fourth wall. I literally asked that, I think, in one of the earlier episodes. I mean, like, this is a storybook, so this is all fiction. And then we're playing Genshin Impact, so even Tevat is fictional. But when you're in Tevat, that's real. And when you're in Simulanka, it's real.
The traveler and the talking cat, Nekomata, decided to teach them some manners.
Quickly!
Coming
Here you go. to try out trial here.
A true display of heroism and valor. It was as if the spirits of my ancestors were fighting through you.
Here's a thought. Could be wrong.
I'm sorry for interrupting you again.
Martial prowess and show of courage, or
He didn't even have a
more
line
vivid
to be able
reenactment
to
of my ancestors' feats. The
counter
Summertide
that one
was
that time.
Now, let's get down to business. As we all know, time is but an illusion. Time may flow line by line, page by page, or frame by frame, but usually it flows in the form of springs and gears.
And that clockwork key you have in your hand can turn back time and make the past reappear.
Well, actually, my view is that the illusion of time is more of a problem of consciousness. Gears power the body, while the body is the vessel of the conscious mind.
Gears power the body. Now that seems more like a you thing than a me
so we
thing,
experience
but
instead an
yep.
endless continuum of moments as the
I
pinion of
understand
now
your point.
turns along the rack of ages.
I'm getting flashbacks to when I was delivering packages to the Sumeru Academia.
A teacher once asked Albizzi what his greatest fear was, and he replied, dragons. Boberano was asked the same question. He replied, time, and repeated the argument we just heard. The teacher then turned to Cape and posed the same question. He replied, Boberano.
The manuscript that tells the truth of the historical record, the blueprint to all of creation, the work of the great mage themselves. It can be found at the beginning of the Girak, and on the very first page of the book.
Paimon didn't follow all that, but basically, you're just saying that we need to put the key in and turn it all the way back?
we can do that.
It is said that in the beginning, the goddess of creation took the goddess of fate's manuscript as a blueprint, placed it under the goddess of prophecy's starry realm, and generated the world from a few magic arrays. So in a few moments, when the great clockwork key turns the local time here back to the very beginning, we will restore the magic arrays back to their original configurations.
Hold on, isn't stealing part of the blueprint of creation a little dangerous? Also, how are we supposed to know the original configurations of the magic arrays?
Yeah.
Well, the
guess that's
general
another
shapes
puzzle
of the
for us to
configurations have been passed down over the ages. They now form the family crests of each of our clans.
Oh,
So you'll
okay.
just need to reference my family crest and join the dots accordingly.
Okay, so that one looks more like a backwards Z shape with a little thing at the little tick at the end.
To address your other concern, when the house has already been built, do you really think that taking away the construction crew and blueprint will cause it to collapse?
The Traveller Marquis prepares to insert the great clockwork key into the nearby keyhole.
Oh, okay, there's the things. I do that.
I guess we should start here?
I'm sorry, Kira. I'm already ahead of you. I'm sorry.
Behold, the sacred writings that record the truth of... No, wait. That have shaped the truth of history. Gather round and let us bear witness.
Okay. Brave Francois mounted the haystack, picked up a fork, and planted it tines down on top of the mountain of grass. In the bright moon, the village chief, first to be named, famously wished to climb the haystack and stop Francois' mouth. Are you crazy? Your young soul like the dragon might show me good for nothing. Have you not seen how the windmill everyone builds from destroy with a dragon? And here are worrying for the return. Francois really would have loved to kick him off the haystack, but he held back given that the chief too was worried for the villagers' safety. Francois saw that nigh all villagers had arrived, and so he cleared his throat. Dear neighbors and kin, do you think we just endure this? No, we should not do anything with the dragon. Did I not leap onto its neck from the windmill blade, stepping on it twice, and it did not fall down and flee? Perhaps if everyone worked so hard to build the mill that was destroyed, everyone's emotions became inflamed, lifting up their fist. They decided to take down the dragon. Okay. M-I-N... No. I don't know what that middle word is. I'm just... Does the letters that they've highlighted, like, mean something? The next day, there's so many youngsters who wish to take Francois to take on the dragon. Who would know the valiant possessed the protection of the goddess's radiant charter. Encountering true valor, the dragon could neither spout fire nor slash its claws, and was forced to allow the other party to call pause and switch personnel. Chose to surrender. AA. Okay.
Feast your eyes, rejoice, and cheer, for this is the unquestionable truth. Look at the signature.
It's gonna be like Legends Arceus. Somehow you are all going to be correct.
So, all along, our histories have been false?
All of your histories are going to
Don't
be
lose
correct.
heart,
I have a feeling.
It does not follow from his is true that ours are false.
That might be the most bogus logic I've ever heard. But keep up the mental gymnastics, Boberano. Been waiting for that look of jealousy on your face my whole life, and I'm gonna savor it.
And yet, it seemed that this conundrum could indeed have more than one solution. Everyone agreed that there may be more than one truth. The party decided to visit the sacred sites of the other clans and see what their documents had to say.
Isn't a narrator supposed to remain detached and objective? It feels like you're forcing a narrative agenda on us here. Oh, whatever. I'm in a good mood. Let's do it. The instructions say to repeat the process 3 times, and besides, I'm looking forward to watching you both be sorely disappointed.
Let's do my clan next. I'll lead the way.
Okay, let's do it. Next clan.
We'll need the key again, right? Let me see if I can pull it out. Yoink!
Yoink. It's like your clan lived in the city. Had your thing based in the city.
Behold!
The party finds no pedestal in which to place the great clockwork key, only a locked door.
Where's your clan's pedestal? Oh, let me guess, you hid it away in advance to save yourself the embarrassment of having it exposed as a fake?
You done?
Why do they all accuse each other of having fake? Can't they each have a real thing for their own clans?
Half-truths and fabrication.
Shut up, Cafe.
Shut up, Cafe.
I swear, if I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Boberano. Let those be my last words.
Don't say stuff like that.
My clan's claim to fame is that we outwitted the dragon of old and stole its treasure. Ergo, all articles of value that we own, including the pedestal for the clockwork key, lie behind that door.
So, next step is open the door?
Open the door?
Almost. There's one step before that.
Oh,
the door is protected by a smart interrogation system.
Okay.
We have to answer its questions, and if we get them wrong, we will alert law enforcement.
Why?
Jeez. Well, do you
Well, at least we have connections, you know.
The correction
Thrown in
fluid
jail.
of
We just
time
ask
has dyed
the
white
king
the
to come and
pages of the
save
Book
us.
of
They
Wisdom.
won't let us talk to her, but you know, she'll find a way to
I don't
rescue
know the
us.
But worry not. I had a quick word with the constabulary in advance. They'll ignore the alarm if we get the questions wrong.
Oh,
so
well,
answer
that's
without
not
fear.
how it should work, but okay. Okay, I'm ready. Knock on the door.
Question 1. Who is it?
You mean me and the police open up? No, it's me.
The great yokai, Nekomata in boots.
That's right.
The trusty travel guide, Pixie. Travel guide. Trusty travel guide.
Question 2. By which virtue did the ancients defeat the dragon?
It was, you guys outwitted it. It was wisdom.
If this is the right answer, I swear, I'll...
Correct.
Well, they would have set the passwords to be whatever they wanted,
Question
right?
3. Which is more real? The fiction of the outside world, or the truth of this world?
Perhaps both are equally real.
Hear, hear. Who can be sure that the outside world isn't just a dream? And that
I
when the
can.
dreamer wakes up, won't just find themselves inside.
Funny how that works, right?
There is no way to know, therefore both are equally real.
All correct. You may have the key pedestal.
Okay, that worked out great.
Traveler Marquis, you know what must be done. Please insert the great clockwork key. Oh, and this is my family crest.
Okay, it's a question mark. How could it be false? I mean, oh, I can't open this yet. Okay. Can't open any of these yet. Okay. Be the shape of wisdom. No. We don't need that. Wait, we don't have that many pedestals, though.
Do we really need this one?
No. What? The pins are not in that orientation. What is all this? There's so many sparklies. Vegetables. It's a hopscotch. Okay. Well, yeah, the pins are not in the right orientation for that. Unless, is there one up here? There's not one up here. What are you trying to get me to do?
The Traveller Marquis draws a design that is practical and aesthetically pleasing in equal measure. One thing it is not, however, is correct. I think you should take another look at Bobarano's family.
Okay. Can you undo it for me, please? Oh, you know what the problem is? I was looking at the bottom and trying to be like, how do I make the question mark from bottom to top when I really needed to do it the other way around? How do I... Let me reset it. Okay, thank you. No, I get it. I understand now. I was like, it doesn't make that shape. And you're right, it didn't make that shape the way I did it. Now it does.
I'll keep this close.
Though I was doing it backwards.
Let me see
I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
Elaborate fiction the Clan of Wisdom was able to conjure up.
If anyone's
You guys are
listening,
harsher
I'd like
to
submit
each
these
other
as
than
my
the
last
Diamond
words.
Clan and Pro
I
Clan.
surrender. I'm the one who murdered Tapping.
But if there's anything I know from that story, you guys will all be correct and all be friends afterwards. You will all be besties. Why is Antonio in the basement of the complex house trying to read the ancient book? Structure above ground collapsed. The village Simulanka raised by the dragon. He'd been chosen by the dragon to not return home. He only wished to study the book the old lady gave it to him, and on the bridge, he passed away. He passed today. Sorry. The book was titled Radiant Charter? Radiant Charter. And within it was the reformed, all the rules of every being in Simulanka must follow. It was written in the language of the world's creation at the very start, and Antonio had not possessed extraordinary wisdom and deciphered the primordial text, there be no study at hand. Constellation satellite, the world is the mightiest thing in the world, the blacksmith, okay. Returns to the dragon. Are you sure? Okay. Flames gather in his throat, preparing to burn the area in 1 centimeter before. I am a qualified second-class Meister. The Radiant Charter... There you go. Radiant Charter states that should I refuse a duel, you cannot use any force. restriction did indeed exist. And so the wicked dragon swallowed its flames whole. How it dreaded going to the toilet tomorrow. I propose a duel of riddles. Now Simulanka had such a law for the benefit of sphinxes, old sages, and princesses who wish to make life hard for others. So true. I sold the house for 8,000 more today, but I thought there was room to raise the price. I bought it back for 9,000, planning to sell it for 10,000. How much did I lose in the end? You lost 1,000 more if you don't actually sell it for 10,000. If you do sell it for 10,000, it's 8 minus 9 plus 10, which is 9,000. We only made, it was only worth 8,000 originally, so you lost 1,000, even if you did sell it. So you lost 1,000 more you could have earned instead. You burned a house I could have sold in times I would have lost far more. I do have a house, you may have to go home, okay, and burn the house and see if the damages are worth 1 more. Your word's not mine, and he uses wisdom. AA, okay.
Look, my clan's history is true as
You know
well.
what? AA
that same
is...
unforgeable signature again, right here.
What?
I forgot what her first name was.
Oh.
It's M.
Does this mean
Those
that
are her
my clan
initials.
is the only odd one out?
Given that my clan's wisdom is
Not
such
Alice.
a subject
Alice
of ridicule
is
in your
Alice.
eyes, I will now
What was-
appeal to my
what
own
was M's
personal
name?
intelligence, which I believe
can't
far
remember.
surpasses that of my clan at large, and make a prediction. It seems likely that the claims made by each of our clans regarding their history and virtue are all true.
Oberano. How can
Anya M. Anders' daughter. That's
going on?
right. She's the
Once,
goddess
when I was
of
drinking with Gujian,
fate,
she
right?
fed me a round of dried fish
Well,
that
she's the
I couldn't guess
author.
which
She's the one who
cup
created
was under.
Simulanka.
Whichever one I guess,
So
I was
AA is
always
Anya
wrong.
Anders'
Maybe I
daughter.
would
So
like
yeah,
a
that's
different cup to reveal the
so they're
universe.
probably all correct because
Then,
that sounds like
I
something an
learned later
author
from one
would
of the
do to
shrine
make
maidens,
their
Miyuki.
characters
All of the
go
cups had
through a
universal
lot
under
of
them.
conflict for the sake of the
Goes to
story,
show,
doesn't it?
I've still got a long way to go before I become a great yokai.
Oh, don't mind Fox Lady. That's just her way of teasing you.
Actually, that reminds me. We can now open these 3 treasure chests. And unlike the guessing game you mentioned, this one's not a trick.
Cool.
Well, they're all
once
going to
you've
be
plundered the
correct
last of
because
Oberano's
they were
family
all
wealth,
stories
we can go to my
created
clan's
by
place.
the creator of this world, who is a story writer.
Guess I'll take the clockwork key again then. Yoink!
Thanks, Kiara. Treasure 1. Treasure 2. I should have opened them in the order of rarity. And treasure 3. Okay, well, you also are in the city. So that's very convenient for us. Okay. Where are you? Oh no. You wanted me to go up here. Got it. Hang on. Yeah, you guys got this. Phew, okay. And then a mural here. There's surely some interactable. Okay, figure. Okay, well, I love how they do gotcha inside a gotcha game. I know that sentence doesn't make sounds a little bit like yeah, no kidding, but but if you know, you understand. How are we supposed to get up here without Wanderer? How are we supposed to get up here with Wanderer? Oh, like this. Okay. So many giant guards. I don't see any giant guards. Whoa, big landscape features though. How big those big cubes and the mountains are. Okay, let's see. This large area you circle here.
The cohort of truth seekers followed Albizzi to his clan's sacred site. They arrived to the site of a giant guard towering over them.
Up ahead is my clan's gigantified guard. He can be a little pig-headed, and he's incredibly strong. Your weapons won't even scratch him.
Wait, but wasn't Kappe's clan the one that's all about strength? So, what do you guys believe in then?
Oh, the guard is one of Kappe's people. Size is a coveted trait in the clan of strength, after all. Mine is the clan of empathy, and our key contribution is growth serum.
Oh.
What's empathetic about that?
How... Yeah, what's empathetic
Our
about growth
ancestors
serum?
believed that, just maybe, the dragon of old didn't mean us any harm at all.
Oh.
Perhaps the dragon simply didn't notice us, since we are so very tiny.
Oh, okay. Now I
So
see what you mean by
they
empathy.
drank the growth serum and grew
Maybe if
even
you
larger than
can
the
understand
dragon.
the experiences
Then
of the dragon
they
more, you
set
can
the
get
dragon
along.
down, calmly
that's
explained
actually
their
pretty good
perspective,
thinking.
and eventually taught it how to empathize. The serum isn't what it once was, though. Nowadays, it doesn't make you grow all that much, and it actually makes you lose your empathy. So I advise we take a detour.
Despite Albizzi's words of caution, somebody, no doubt, has other ideas. Surely we could avoid a conflict with the guard, they think to themselves, if we could just try to understand one another. You could...
Was it not supposed to just walk through them?
Everyone,
Oh, okay.
I have returned. I come
What's the
with the
challenge here?
long-awaited
This is...
Marquis and their
That's why
followers
that other
to
figure was
search
so
for
much
the
bigger, the one that
lost
was helping them with the
origins of our
oranges.
clan.
Now I understand.
Well, we weren't told anything about that this morning. Get out of here. Leave us alone.
You and Albizzi only wanted to strike up a conversation with the guard. But since greeting you wasn't one of the items included in today's schedule, the relationship quickly soured. If you're just looking for a way in, why not consider taking the path on your
Thanks. Thank you for the heads up there. Really appreciated. Where are you? Where do the arrows go?
Why is my own clan treating me like a villain?
You've been away too long. We all have. It feels like we've been waiting forever.
Lots of pots and boxes for us to
We should
break
be
this
getting
time.
close.
Why is this place so full of junk? Are you the kind of people who never throw away the box when you buy something because you're worried you won't be able to return it without the original packaging? We'll never find the Oracle Pillars in all this mess.
Never mind that. We have a more pressing issue. It seems there's a slight problem with my clan's family crest. The Marquis may need to utilize their wisdom to solve the issue.
Okay, let's see. I mean, there's ink splash there, but I can tell you what the pattern is just by looking at it. The
Wisdom
diamond.
too, huh? Well, you guys have a bit of everything, don't you? Except empathy.
Over here! I found it! Yes! Keep the noise down!
Sorry.
I don't want to alert
I mean,
the
I don't know
guard.
how I'm supposed to turn.
I'll go keep watch.
Okay. Where do I start from, though? There. Okay. So from the starting point, it's the one that's on its left. Okay. There we go.
A reward on the road. This is the last one.
Galileo and Alberto did many good deeds again today, though it was most tiring to help the old lady on the bridge move her barrels of hard apple cider. They each got a small barrel as their reward. Moonlight obstructed beautiful, stave the evil dragon off. Almost lost a rock, paper, scissors. Look, this is the big house our chubby chief is so proud of. Doesn't it look so big from here, huh? You're wrong, that's my home. The chief's house is that one. Alberto's night vision was not good at all. Okay, it's also really small. Those are high coverage for Alberto's discomfort, recording his poor vision. Alberto's ribs were injured. They raised the toes, once Alberto suffered a cork back into the barrel. Stuffed a cork back into a barrel. They apologized for the collapse of the anti-dragon wall and told all the people they were preparing to have a talk with the evil dragon. The evil dragon trembled before Alberto and Galileo. For some reason, the old lady's liquor could make people grow very large. That's how they accidentally squashed the high walls the previous night. Okay. They accidentally destroy the village at their feet. They could get the dragon to notice. Now, what is up with these redacted letters? Am I going to have to put something together with the redacted letters? We keep alcohol. The sandwich the dragon between them drunkenly the dragon shriveled up in terror. All of its I don't know what that says. For 10,000 years more of the misunderstanding was not cleared out, tugged its tail and dragged it right back. To be honest, we've always lived under your feet. We were too small, so you might not have seen us. Now, transformed and become big. And then they set off and returned home. Okay? I get the gist.
So it's true. Empathy is one of the founding virtues of Constellation Metropole, too.
In fact, I'd say your 3 virtues together, only together, can they truly... Oh my gosh, it's almost been 3 hours. Okay. I just looked over. Alright, well, they're all important. That's the moral of the story.
Suspected. All 3 are the
That's right. There's Dialga and Palkia.
Okay. Well, this is a lot to process. I feel a little empty inside. Yes, we found the truth, but there's too much truth.
I get you. It's like in Inazuma, when there were only 6 books in the Mirage Warrior series, it was really popular. But by the time book number 88 came out, nobody wanted to read it. They all lost interest.
A brief moment of joy is drowned out by a growing feeling of melancholy. But perhaps there is a glimmer of hope to be found too? Anyone? Anyone? All right, I'll say it. How is it the case that these 3 versions of history can all be true at once?
How? Tell me.
That's exactly what Paimon was wondering, but Boborano kind of already explained it away earlier. So Paimon was worried she'd look stupid for asking the question.
It's not a stupid question at all, my dear little pixie. While I did postulate that different truths may coexist, there is an issue when it comes to these 3 truths in particular. The problem is, all 3 truths are the history of the exact same thing, namely the dragon and the Metropole's origins. Yet all 3 bear the signature, showing that they're genuine.
And they're written by the author of this world, so...
Suddenly, the sound of a bell rings out.
Okay, so something happened there when they rang the bell.
The bell!
Escape from
Rang
the...
once! What does that mean again? Ah, yes! Highest level of emergency! Everyone, to the main entrance! Stat! Bring all the glue traps and place them outside the gates!
The whole city is on the lookout, and there's only one way out. It's the path right in front of you.
Well, thank you, dear narrator, for
Why'd they ring the bell?
helping us find a way out.
Also, why is 1 ring the highest level of emergency?
Yeah, hold
Obviously
on.
Because you have to...
They're outside! After them!
Come on. No, let me go! Come on! Hang on. There's a simple answer to all of these problems. Wee! Here we go. That didn't take us very much, did it now? Look how good we
Made
are
it
at
out.
escaping.
Don't know if we'll still be needing this clockwork key, but I yoinked it out before we ran, just in case.
Thanks, Kara.
Okay, but back to the truth problem. There are 3 conflicting versions of the truth, and somehow they're all still true. What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
That
I
the
doubt anyone
author,
here
when
in
writing the
Simulanka
story,
can make
couldn't
sense
pick
of it.
which way she wanted
All
it to
we
go.
do know is that any manuscript
And
bearing her
decided why not
signature
make them all
has to be valid.
simultaneously true, like a weird paradox.
She is the goddess of fate, the creator of all this. And all these manuscripts are her grand design.
The reason
Exactly.
we argued about who was right was that we didn't know enough about the truth of the past. But now we have the truth. So we just have to accept it. As
Yes.
surely as we will follow the clockwork
Just
path
like what I
designed for
said.
us, so is this the course that history has taken. It is clear and incontrovertible.
We will never argue again. Thank you all.
You're welcome.
Is that all there is to it? Is this where the decision made at the first crossroads of destiny has led us to? A pointlessly happy ending?
I guess so.
Overthinking it would be equally pointless. Well, that's enough for one day. Time to take a break.
That's right.
Could you be any more cryptic? You're planning something. Paimon knows it.
Whatever happens, today was a breakthrough in my journey of discovery. I will go back and share it with my clan.
Yes.
Me too.
Tell them you can all be friends now.
And
We can
me.
go have a nice festival
Let's leave it there
together
for
and
today,
be
then.
friends.
I'm sure we'll find out what else Mr. Narrator has planned for us tomorrow.
Wait until let's look the next day. I'm getting sleepy now. I did prepare for if I want to do all the world quests, it's going to be a 3-hour stream, but I'm just glad this last one I don't have to talk and I just get to listen to them talk and enjoy the story.
What a beautiful day, thought the traveller before he was overcome by a creeping sense of foreboding.
Oh, and why would that be?
The voice in his head grew louder. Must go to Pendulum Lane.
I must go to Pendulum Lane. I don't know why, but this voice compels me to do so. So I must. I have no choice but to listen.
Pendulum Lane is just up ahead. Something must have happened here after all. Everyone's crowded around.
Oh no! What happened, Kape?
My god, this is terrible! I don't understand. The 3 great clans of Constellation Metropole have finally made peace with each other.
I know, right?
Who could have done this?
What happened? Oh no, someone's lying on the ground. Cappe!
How did this happen?
Captain, you idiot! Wake up! You need to revise your last words or everyone's gonna start suspecting me!
Darn it. I knew you shouldn't have said something silly, Bobarano.
If I wind up dead one day, the murderer was.
Yeah, I know. You shouldn't say that.
You could have at least pretended to not remember it.
I'm sorry, Bobarano, but this is an interrogation. I have to give the detectives straight answers.
Don't worry, Bobarano. I don't consider you a suspect, nor do I have the authority to charge anyone with a crime. So, are you the last people to have had contact with him?
Yes?
My sincere condolences. You were travel companions, right? It's a real tragedy. I'm afraid he'll be out cold for another hour.
Okay,
and
still
a half,
alive.
at least.
Alright, we're good.
Yeah, I know. It's despicable. Hitting someone in the back of the head is the second worst act of cruelty there is. The first being replacing their gear oil with extra strong glue.
So, Cappe's not dead?
No, of course he's not
His
dead.
gears, metal frame and shell are all still in excellent condition. It's just his energy supply that's been all messed up.
Imagine if they're little toy figures. It would take a lot more than that to kill
Surely
them.
you can't be suggesting that just because Cape isn't broken, there's no need to go looking for the culprit.
True.
No, there's a need.
Where's the narrator? If the narrator is not one of the 3 of you, where's the
This is
narrator?
rapidly turning into a cold case. There's no evidence and no witnesses. Unless there's an official clockwork pedestal or the goddess of prophecy around here somewhere.
Oh, we can use that to reverse time and see what happened, right?
Then suddenly the long-lost dragon of old flew across the sky.
Really? Where? When would that happen?
I didn't see anything. Wait, why can't I move?
Why can't you move? You can still talk, though.
It was just a cloud. Or a bird. Or something.
Oh, okay.
If only we could turn time backwards and replay the crime.
Oh yeah, if only we could do
socket things
that,
right
you
behind you?
know, that'd be pretty crazy, wouldn't it?
Ah, so it is. No wonder everyone here is suddenly struggling to move. Traveller, if you please, let's
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. He's still alive here. He's still alive.
The crime scene's too chaotic. I can't make heads or tails of it.
He just kind of shakes there. Jumps up. They're all happy. You know, things are going great. The detective walks over. Turn their back for a moment. And then he just passes out, okay? And that's when the detective is like, hey, wait a minute. Take me back to right here. No, stop it. I don't want to see the whole thing again. Okay, there's guards. There's 2 guards, and then there's the detective. I know it wasn't the friends. Detective over there. Detective comes back. Detective's kind of looking over there. Throws something on the ground. In the opposite direction, but at that same moment, Kappei fell. And then, okay, so detective was definitely up to it. But if that was the case, why would the detective be the one to say, you should rewatch the security footage?
Well, that clears it up. Kappei was walking along the street, and he suddenly collapsed. He was faking it.
Well, if he was faking it, he would stand up.
Aren't you supposed to investigate
Yeah.
first?
We literally replayed the crime scene and saw it with our own eyes. There's no need for any evidence gathering or powers of deduction now. And besides, maybe the truth is inherently strange by
the
nature.
footage was
Like how
edited.
Constellation Metropole has 3 histories, each of which is the truth.
But didn't you say Kappei was struck in the back of the head and knocked unconscious?
For all I know, he could have bashed his head
Yeah,
against
wait
the
a
toilet
minute,
bowl
dude.
before
I thought I
leaving
saw the
house.
detective swing his
Then
arm
walked
at the
here in
same
a daze
time.
before finally passing out. As for why he might have done that, my guess is... With the Supreme Clan question left unanswered...
Wait a second. Is the detective the narrator? I think the detective's the same voice as the narrator, am I correct?
to create a new source of conflict.
We're putting this
Only
all
then
together
would
now.
the city feel alive again.
Do we really think he's capable of that, though? Sounds like a pretty complicated conspiracy for the average Simulanka resident.
Yeah.
Traveler, something about the crime scene isn't sitting right with me. It just seems unnatural. Also, anything outside of the immediate area won't have appeared in the replay. Is it possible that something was missing from the scene? Why don't we search the area?
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, we're gonna head to Kappei's house to check the toilet bowl for signs of an impact.
So many suspicious places. Okay. So I assume that circle's above us.
Hello there. Have you seen my spear by any chance?
No.
Someone was shouting about a dragon a minute ago, and I instinctively threw it into the sky. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Detective is definitely the culprit, and the detective is definitely the narrator, who told us, oh, look, it's a dragon, and tried to hide something about the crime scene. While we... The oldest chick in the book.
Here. It looks so mysterious. Let's take
Is this
it.
your spear? No, 100%. He's like, oh, look over there. We all turn around and he does something while we turn away.
Hey, you're not from these parts, are you? Just visiting?
Just visiting.
Yep, that's right. Why? What's up?
Ah, well, I was gonna offer you a great job in the Titanium mines. A safe and secure working environment.
Doesn't sound very safe.
It's probably safer now that there's no dragon problem, but
to keep the Titanium
was a
core
dragon
intact,
problem,
we use
so.
specially designed pickaxes that can't cut through it. Even if you struck a person with it, it wouldn't so much as leave a scratch. And in terms of labor intensity, the work has been rated as Class 2 physical labor by a reputable organization. Even cats can do it.
Even cats?
I'm not. Never mind. I give up.
Well, we're not here
Welcome to
we're
Pion's
investigating
World.
stuff. We're not here to work
Mind
right
you,
now.
I don't know what happened today, but somehow a pickaxe has gone missing. Maybe one of the giant guards broke it down, so someone took it to perform a rapid resuscitation procedure.
Sounds pretty brutal for a first aid technique. Still, a missing pickaxe. Huh. Is it just me, Traveler, or does it seem kinda suspicious?
Search for suspicious. Where's the 6th one? I always see. There's only 5 here. So.
Come here. Whatever it is you were looking to buy, please do come back tomorrow. It's just, I have to close early today. A bottle of growth serum has gone missing. If someone's stolen it with the intention of harming others, the consequences could be disastrous. There's a whole investigation into it, so I gotta close the shop while I do an inventory count. If it turns out I'm wrong and I miscounted, I could be charged with filing a false report and disturbing the peace.
Why would they charge you with a false report if it was a genuine accident? Oh, here's a serum.
Strange potion bottle here. Looks so weird. Let's take
Well,
it.
it's literally the one they were just talking about. Paimon. How would they charge you with filing a false report if it was an honest mistake? I mean, isn't that what investigation is for?
The wind rises.
Is it this? Is it this key? No, that's just the elevator. Oh, down here? Down here.
A pickaxe? What is it doing all the way down here? There's gotta be a story behind it. Let's take it.
Let's say one of these was the weapon used in the assault. Which one do you think it is?
Not the guard's spear. The guards were holding on to their spears. The pickaxe. Because the detective was like, look over there. Ran over, put the pickaxe there, and came back.
If it was the
And also, this entire quest, the bottom answer has been the correct answer.
Actually, you're wrong there, Paimon. The foreman at the mine was just saying, this kind of pickaxe is designed not to damage titanium, so it couldn't cause any superficial damage to residents here.
Well, it was good logic. It was literally like, when in doubt, pick the last option. I think I said that in a previous video. Like, I think it was a video I did before. When in doubt, pick the last option. That's how I guessed Dimitri's gift to Edelgard on my first try. But also because well, in that case, the dagger seemed like, it seemed the least obvious as a gift, but knowing how Dimitri and Edelgard are anything but, it's like, like normal people. The least obvious gift was definitely going to be the correct one, and that logic worked there too. Anyway, I don't think that was...
You could probably knock someone
Oh,
out if
was
you
I
were
right?
hard enough, and it wouldn't leave a scratch.
You're
Let's take
right,
this
we
back to
lose
the crime
scratch.
scene and replay it one more time.
Ah, you're back. How was the toilet at Cape's house?
Toilet? What about it? Oh, yeah, forget that.
What's this about?
We thought the way Cape fell looked odd, so we searched the area for suspicious items and found this. It could have been deliberately placed out of range of the crime scene so it wouldn't show up when we replayed it. Now we've retrieved it, we were gonna replay it again.
Oh my
You
gosh,
don't
it's
mind,
definitely. I
do
mean, I
you?
already said it's a detective.
I just remembered I forgot.
Oh no, you stay right there.
Yeah.
We should be good now.
Now, okay, because like I said, we saw the detective. Come on. I don't want to replay the whole thing. We already saw. Okay, now he's holding it. We saw him throw something at Cape. Like he threw something and Cape fell at the same time. Now that there's an item in place. It's over, buddy. I don't think you're winning this one. Here, everybody turns their back. Wait, what? That's not how physics works. And then he goes, look, there's a dragon, and hides the pickaxe.
So you're the attacker!
That doesn't make any sense, though. That's not how physics. That's not what a pickaxe would do.
It was you.
Yeah. The narrator.
I congratulate you for cracking the case, but since I did such an abysmal job of covering my tracks, didn't exactly have your work cut out for you.
Yeah, all we had to do was just
all I
basically
can say
be
is,
more interested in investigating than you.
catch
And
me if you can.
you don't run very fast, but let's do it.
We have a runner! That's it! Let me at him!
Let me at
The
him.
Marquis of Carabas dispatched the Necromancer in boots.
I'm sorry, I
who ran
wasted
off in
that.
pursuit of the poor little minion.
See, he's the narrator. Let me go up here. Ah! Oh my gosh, this is actually so cool. They've made this is almost like a mini Kiraro story quest in that the quest is really dependent on her unique skill. Oh, that's awesome.
The minion's poor little lower back was protesting painfully against the intense physical activity. He decided to take the elevator, giving him a moment to catch his breath.
All the way up we go.
Really? His lower back asked. But the minion had no other choice. He resolved to make
No,
the
you're
jump.
holding me back. We so caught you right now.
By this point, the Necromancer in boots was gasping for air. The minion was puffing and puffing.
I'm sorry, bro. That didn't do anything.
We'll ignore that.
I'm not! Don't underestimate the gold level courier of the Komania Express!
A characteristically catty response from the Necromancer. Tell me, what do you hope to gain from...
No, sorry, I did it the wrong way.
I get to let off some steam!
Ha-ha! You fell into my trap. Oh, and by the way, remember the glue you got stuck on when you first entered the future Marquis' abode to be? Well, that was also me.
Oh, I figured.
Rats! Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. You can just jump out of your shoes and keep running. But...
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Oh no, this
Where
challenge.
is this-
The unnamed minion made a last-ditch escape attempt. Began his long climb. Sorry, up
Things,
the wall,
okay.
The tall wall. He began his long climb up the tall wall.
You call that a tall wall? In
Urgent.
urgent puzzle mode, I'll scale it in no time.
Oh, but there's still the things down there. Okay, well, there's nowhere for you to run.
Beat. I surrender.
Alright.
You've got nowhere left to run.
All right. I confess.
That was fast.
Getting caught by you here was a backup plan. I don't know if what I've done will make things better or not. Time to come clean. I am the narrator, the one who's been guiding you all this time.
Gasp, shock. My mind is blown.
You're overdoing it a little bit there. Anyway, I only did what I did because...
Because?
Why are you suddenly spilling the beans?
I poured my heart and soul into all this. I was worried you wouldn't ask. The truth is, I was one of the first conscious beings ever made by the goddess of creation. And I've known for a long time that this whole world is just a fairy tale written by the goddess of fate. I know they say that fairy tales are just made up for kids to read, but I refuse to believe that fairy tales are just fictional stories and nothing more.
I mean, you guys are living in a fairy tale, so for you it is in fact very real.
Stories is that the goddess of fate wrote 3 drafts and couldn't decide which one she liked
Exactly.
best.
That's exactly what I said.
All over them, and they all got crumpled together, so the 3 worlds just sort of folded into one. The goddess of fate was torn between them anyway, since she couldn't decide which ending was best for the dragon or the kids.
Oh.
So when she saw what the cat had done, she simply decided to go with all 3.
Who would have thought? Well, what does any of this have to do with what you did?
You're not a fictional character, so you couldn't hope to understand my sorrow. Honestly, I don't think there's anyone in all of Simulanka who would understand. Every day that I experience, every interaction I have with another person, is it really all just a work of fiction? The only reason the 3 great clans wanted to find out the truth was for the pointless task of electing the supreme clan. I thought that once they'd learned the truth, it might make them curious enough to investigate further. But as it turned out, they just accepted
work
it
together. Each has their own
the same old
clans.
lives. I have to motivate
Work as
them
a
to
team.
keep looking for answers now that they think they've learned the truth. I have to make them uncomfortable with the superficial explanation that they took at face value.
You don't
And I
have
to figure
to.
out,
Which I
once
guess is
and
the
for
whole
all,
point of this
while you
conversation
real
here.
people from the outside world are still here. Are we real?
Oh, you are real.
That's my full confession.
First of all,
Time for you to take me back. I'm guessing I'll probably be forced to make a public apology, then sentenced to half a day in solitary confinement. I definitely deserve half a day.
0 time in solitary confinement would be preferable. However, half a day seems somewhat tolerable compared to any longer duration. But no, I mean, first of all, even in Simulanka, I mean, the whole thing is the characters are here, at least Minnie Duran, they can leave and come back, right? It's like Prime Empire in Ninjago. Second of all, I mean, it's real to you. This is your life, so of course it's real.
Oh, also, pass this message on to Cape, Boberano, and Albizzi, if you could. The Great Clockwork Key was originally put in place jointly by the ancestors of the 3 clans.
And if it wasn't real to you, then that would make the story boring. If all the characters, like all of them, are so aware that the story is fiction and their lives are meaningless, and well, that's partially just knowing a fact and then interpreting the answer in such a way, then the story would be interesting. So yes, of course it's real to you guys, because if it was all fiction, it wouldn't be fun.
If the 3 of them had any ability to cooperate whatsoever, they'd have been able to remove it by themselves. Over all these years, not once have they ever tried removing it together.
Oh, my poor child. There's one
No,
thing
it's
you've been mistaken about this whole time.
Ah! Whose voice is that? Detective? Was that you? Your voice acting's actually pretty good.
The reason fairy tales are suitable for children is that they help them to understand the world.
Yeah.
Fairy tales may be works of fiction, but at their heart lies an internal logic that is undoubtedly real-world truth in a condensed form. Perhaps they simplify good and evil, and perhaps they hide the darkness in metaphors. But let there be no doubt. The world within fairy tales is as real as can be.
Yeah, that's what I
and
said
by
too.
extension, you and your compatriots are also real.
Goddess! Is it really you?
The line that separates footnotes from narrative can never be crossed. Never the two shall meet. This is why you have never heard my voice before. But now you wish to break free from the story, and there's a cat nearby, so you can hear my echo.
I guess you are a cat then.
Just your echo?
Oh, poor detective.
Aww.
So, we are a part of the real world too.
You lead the surrendered detective back to Cape. So we need a shot of the crime scene for evidence, a mugshot of the suspect for the records, and a photo of the heroes for posterity. The guards mulled over. 3 photos is overkill. Let's just get one big group photo at the crime scene. I don't think 3 photos is overkill. 3 seems appropriate. Suspect, try to look more serious. Heroes, no more natural, please, happy smiles. But no more smiling from the victim or their friends and family, thank you. No, don't get up, stay on the ground. We need to capture the crime scene as is. 3, 2, 1, say cheese! You guys are so silly. Weirdest photo experience of my life. That sums it up.
My head's spinning. Albizzi just gave me a quick rundown of the situation. So you caught the detective?
Yep.
Sorta. We chased him until he surrendered. Oh, and he asked us to pass on a message.
Tell the three about the rest of what happened. And if they could just remove the great clockwork key, they just worked together.
Does he really think we didn't try that? Because we did. After 6 months in that place.
Ah, that was my bad. I thought it was a stupid idea at the time, so I didn't really exert myself.
I also sort of stopped trying after 3 years.
You... Never mind. I'm partly to blame as well. On the second
none of
attempt,
you put your all into it at the same time.
Like I was pulling as hard as I could.
You guys are so lazy. My granny's neighbor's pet cat has nothing on you, and it spends all day, every day sunbathing.
Cat?
Anyway, you said you heard the voice of the goddess of fate at the end? That's amazing.
I know, right?
There is a world beyond our own after all.
If you want to come with us to visit it, you're more than welcome to.
The outside world
I mean, Neelu was able to bring all the paper
like a
creatures
bash
back
in the
to
back of the head for nothing.
Zubair Theater, so you guys could come with us
Neither of
too.
you know how to get there? But yes,
Take the
I
boat.
agree we should
the
go.
boat.
And not invite the detective, just to annoy him. But
He has a
maybe the
mugshot
reason
now,
we've
so
never
we're trying
worried
to deal
about
with that
whether we're
first.
real or not is that, unlike him, we weren't there to witness the creation of this world. We've never had any reason to doubt that we're real. If
Well,
someone ever
you
convinced
have no
me
reason
these
to doubt that you're real
delightful
now, because it
dimwits,
seems the
Cafe and
goddess of
Albizzi
fate has
weren't real,
confirmed that.
oh, I'd be devastated.
Aww. Alright, we can... Wait until 2 days later. We can almost finish. We're almost done. 3.5 hour stream. We're almost finished all of the world quests. Oh, I love this game. I love this game. That's why, as I was saying before, I'm going to be taking a break from it. I'm burnt out. One last, this stream and tomorrow's stream, one last little push to get through the limited content, and then I'll probably be taking a break. Gotta return the key, that's right. Let's do it. But yeah, I might play Nautilon and version 5.0 when it comes out, but I also might not. And if I do play it, I'm probably not going to explore much. I'm probably just going to do the story. Definitely just feeling a little bit like... Feeling the fact that it's been, 3 continuous years of this game. It's been quite a lot. Alright, let's see. The text's Coda, huh? Hello!
Stop this right now. had to drop these rules. Transition from one mental state to another. The big hero to the title of Marquis of Carabas once for all. As a Nakamata fit very well. No! Well, she doesn't even... I mean, she does have boots. Let's put the key back. There we go. All of you. Friends! I knew it! I see you would all be friends. Alright. Well, that was a lot. That was a lot. My voice is tired. Even though I got a little bit of a break at the end there. I'm going to need to sleep so I can rest my voice. There's nothing else for me to say right now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for enjoying this stream. Hey, so now that I've unlocked the second to last thing. Oh, I need to collect... Oh, no, it's collect 200 in order to get the thing that will mark everything else on the map. I see. So I still have only... it doesn't mark everything on the map yet. I still only have a limited thing. Alright, well, that's okay. Tomorrow, we're going to do the event gameplay. We're going to do the gacha inside gacha. And maybe if it happens to run at the same time, I will watch a little bit of the special program on here. Or at least the trailer. Just to see what is happening. Happening right before I go on hiatus from this game. Alright, with that, I'm tired. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone!
Whoa, the scenery here is wonderful. I've landed the perfect job.